Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome to Greyhound Football on Cable Channel 15 TV. And a special treat it is tonight because we have, before Newport and Riverview, before that football game, Randy C., a nice little treat in the alumni football game, the Greyhound Alumni Flag Football Game. This is the second annual football game. Had a great show last year and a few more participants this year. A great crowd, and it ought to be an exciting, quick little flag football game.
Absolutely, just fun to. Main thing for us is just to reminisce through some of these names that maybe we'd forgotten about, or maybe we have great memories about, whatever. But a great list of names here and brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, on the orange team, we'll identify these guys before we get going if we have time enough to get through all of them. For the orange team, number 1 would be Jerry Brown, the class of 02. Roderick Robinson, he's also number 1, 2007. James Gillespie in 97. LeVar White, 2002. Edward Pruitt in 08. Ricky Morales in 02. Fabian Neal in 2004. Demetrius Nelson, 2014. Jordan Walker in 2000. Xavier Rucker, 2010. Dallas Neal, 2007. Devontae Neal, 2010. Travis Linville, 11. Courtney Ratliff, 2000. Hakeem Doss, 09. Bryson Elston, 05. Skylar Woodruff, 02. Will Bowen in 13. Hunter Bowen in 13. Bryson Schultz, 11. Jonathan Smith, 98. Adam Fields in 04. And Ryan Armstrong, 2003.
Fix to start play right here. We'll get through this black team as time goes on here, but we're fixing to start action here with the black team at the orange team 40-yard line, 1st and 10. So, we recognize.
Ronnie Delcase is the quarterback.
I figured Ronnie would be the quarterback.
Timmy Brown, a running back.
See big Kenyon Evans here on the right side of that offensive line.
21, Lamar Esslinger.
Yeah, Esslinger. Number 3 over there, Chris Young.
7 is Brian Underwood. Eddie Cooley with a snap. Class of 79.
Yeah,
it's going to be a fun night. They play 30 minutes right here.
One of the old men, Eddie Cooley. I think there's a couple from the class of 79 listed on the roster. Chris Young's trying to make sure we got enough people on the field. He's counted numerous times. I think Adam Fields was one of too many on the field for the orange team, trying to get an advantage there with an extra man.
That's like the Hound.
Delcase back, rolls to his right, throws deep. He's going deep on first down. Got Esslinger and just overthrown. Boy, Delcase has still got a gun, David Black.
Yeah, great coverage by Demetrius Nelson there, number 8. Of course, Demetrius just, he played last year, so he's probably in a lot better shape than Lamar. But, hey, Lamar still looks good. Ran a great route, just ran a fly pattern.
Yeah.
We'll name some of the other guys. In 50, Bryson Elston on the orange team. Kenyon Evans had an offensive lineman position. Mark Brown.
Delcase again goes to his right. Now Delcase going to run it 40, 35, 30. Ronnie Delcase inside the 30 near the 25-yard line. Delcase can throw it and can still run the football. Ronnie from the early 2000s, from the class of 2001.
Chris Young, I was going to say Chris Young and Audra Hinkle have put this thing together for the Hounds. This is the 2nd year, and what a job they do. And
Delcase throws it out in the flat to number 4. 20, 15-yard line. That was number 4, Tim Brown. Memories there from 1996.
Robert Kendall. Robert also, big and instrumental in helping with Audra and bringing back the Greyhounds. Chris doing the refereeing.
Ronnie again rolls right, keeps it up the middle, and he's going to be sacked. Good defensive play right there. Not sure who that was. Can't see his number. That was number 15 on that orange team. That's Dallas Neal.
Good to see that young man back. And I guess the numbers that we have here, their graduating class. It's not the last year that they played football.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to call all the plays, Randy. We can kind of just talk about it a little bit. It's a great deal to get all these guys back together for a common cause, and it's just all about Greyhound football.
Oh, picked off, and he may go all the way. Be brought down near the 30-yard line. That was number 15 again. That's Dallas Neal again, looking pretty good out there.
I think that was Devontae there.
Okay.
We got 2 of them. That was Devontae in the secondary.
Okay, yeah, 2 15s right there. Knew it didn't look like Dallas. A little faster maybe than Dallas, although Dallas is a heck of an athlete. Orange team will have the football. Just go through some of the guys on this black roster here. Number 1, Corin Pruitt, 2006. Number 3, Chris Young, 93. Tim Brown, 96. Robert Kendall, 97. Trey Randolph, 04. Brian Underwood, 97. Zach Lou Allen, 02. Chris Ellis, 99. Orange team with their first play. They go deep again. They've got a man open, and he's got it. Can you see that number, David? I certainly couldn't.
I can't see that
Can't
far.
see that far, but anyway, outstanding deep pass. Also for the black team, number 9, Chris Ellis, 99. Number 10, Victor Henderson, 96. Russell Lane, number 14, 85. Bubba Phillips, 94, number 15. Again, Ronnie Delcase, number 17 from 01. Number 19, Kevin Pierce from 98. 21, Kenneth Tate, 97. 21, Lamar Esslinger, 01. 31, LaDarren Tootie Roddy from 08. Orange team again. That was Corin Pruitt with a defensive play there. Number 23, Leotis Giss, 94. 25, Julius Pruitt. Also played a little pro football, 04. Jeffrey Valentine, 01. Eddie Cooley again, 79. Number 57. Number 70, Shane the Rock Addington from 95. 70, Kenyon Evans from 2013. 71, Mark Brown listed at 1979. 78, Coach Lewis' son Antoine Lewis from 04. And 79, Quincy Person from 95.
Did he get in there? It's a touchdown.
I think they call that a touchdown, yeah.
Is that Hakeem? Maybe Hakeem Doss?
Bubba Doss.
Numbers are kind of small for us. That is 38.
Yeah, Bubba.
Randy, I mean, anytime you get a bunch of old Greyhounds together, it's just a lot of fun, and these guys are just, I mean, they pay a small fee to play, and they get a jersey, and I mean, it's a pretty neat deal for any Greyhound that's ever played this game before. A lot of folks just come back and watch.
Just great to be back, yeah. Pretty good crowd over there in the stands this early, and usually we're kind of a late arriving crowd, but we've got an early arriving crowd tonight because of this, no doubt.
I think Coach Kenny Black is coaching one of the teams. Coach Bill Keaty was supposed to be here to coach the other team.
Number 2, and he'll go in. And that is who was that? Edward, maybe?
It may be Edward.
There's 3 number 2s, so it's kind of hard for us to pick them apart. Of course, Edward played quarterback, obviously, when he was there.
Yeah, and I think that was Edward that threw the long pass the first play of the game. But, hey, Orange team moving it down the field, the long pass from Edward. Did we ever figure out who made the catch?
Couldn't see who called it. No, sure couldn't.
It was a fly pattern on the – it was just a go. Edward could throw that thing, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could throw it back in the day, no doubt. Boy, some great years back, David. During like 07, we went undefeated with Edward at quarterback.
And all these guys played a tremendous role in the history of Greyhound football. I see the Bowen boys in, and Will and Hunter, and Dallas Neal back in, and Ricky Morales defensively, LeVar Wyatt.
Mr. Interception, LeVar Wyatt, I think had 11 or 12 one year. Somewhere in the early 2000s. And Delcase will be the quarterback for the black team.
Courtney Ratliff down here at a corner.
Courtney played some college ball at Arkansas Tech. Good football player here at Newport as a wide receiver. Big memories of Courtney was catching a long touchdown pass against Wynn on this sideline over here.
And can you imagine what kind of football team we would have had in their heyday when these guys were at their very best?
Absolutely. Delcase, a little pump fake, and he keeps it along the sideline, and he thinks he's still alive, and I'm not sure if he is, but he's going to go regardless. I think they're going to call him down right around the 49-yard line. Nice gain by Ronnie.
I'm going to pick on my good friend Eddie, Eddie Cooley, and he works at it, and he's excited about it. And Eddie, it's like you told me before the game, you're too old for this stuff. That's what Eddie told me. But he's out there participating and working at it, and good for him.
Yep, absolutely great to be part of it. I think Eddie is from the, I hate to call him the oldest one out there.
He is the oldest.
From the earliest graduating class. I'll say
he's
that
the oldest.
I'll make it sound nice.
We're going deep.
Going deep again. Boy, he had a man wide open across the middle, and number 9 is disappointed. Chris Ellis was disappointed he didn't see him there. But
you know, I was watching, I can't remember the year, but it was 2000, I guess, and I was trying to find out had Newport ever come back from a 21-0 deficit. I know we got down 19-0 that year against Jonesboro.
Yeah.
Chris Ellis was instrumental in that comeback, winning 27-25. We talked about it on a regular broadcast last week, but boy, Chris Ellis could play.
No doubt.
Some of these guys are still at their playing weights, and most of them are not.
There goes Tim Brown. He'll be brought down in the backfield.
10-2-4 Dr. Pepper background.
Like from about 93 to 95. Yeah, Victor Henderson, Renard Robinson.
Yeah, the late Renard Robinson.
And Tim Brown.
Well, what some thrilling games during that era.
Man, those Osceola games were incredible, incredible. Ronnie's getting flushed, and he's got a man. That's Chris Ellis. Chris will be, I'm not sure what constitutes being down out here, David. Really haven't figured that out.
Hold the flag, throw it on the ground.
Okay.
Oh, this is fun. This is fun.
And Eddie Cooley and Mark Brown, Kenyon Evans, right side of this offensive line. So number 7, thought that was Brian Underwood on the left side. Chris Ellis again. Chris will still have some moves, and he'll be brought down at the 5-yard line. Again, we're watching the 2014 alumni game, the 2nd annual Greyhound alumni flag football game. Hope to continue to grow this every year, just getting more people back on campus, stimulating more interest in Greyhound football.
Well, what a facility we have here. Hadn't been here much this year.
Del Case is in trouble, and he'll be brought down in the backfield. Good pressure. I think that was Dallas Neal that time, number 15. Also number 50, Bryson Elston.
Well, we're at a tremendous disadvantage. Usually we have the PA, and we're not able to have John Watson do the PA tonight because of contractual obligations to some advertisers that pay for this time prior to the game, and it's game time, and I guess it's done by.
Boy, a great defensive play by number 2 there. Could have been LeVar, could have been Gillespie, not sure.
That's LeVar with the shiny head.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, because of contractual obligations to those advertisers, we're not able to have a PA, so they usually help us identify guys. But we're okay. We'll do the best that we can do. And thus the music in the background. You probably hear the music in the background. Just
Ronnie goes left this time and finds number 10 out of the backfield. Victor Henderson. Victor played course quarterback here for 3 straight years, then went over to Arkansas State. Got a few snaps in at quarterback over there.
Got a degree, did he not?
Absolutely, the most important thing, absolutely. And Victor and Renard both got scholarships to ASU out of that class. Played from 93 to 95 here. Boy, good defensive play there. Some pretty stout guys in the secondary on this Orange team.
Well, there's players out there.
Yeah,
there's players.
These were some tremendous players.
Orange team, I guess, to come out and take over at the 10-yard line.
Hey, Kevin Pierce out there.
Where's Big Kevo? He's at a wide out?
No, he's over here on the black team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, playing the corner over here, I guess.
Tootie Roddy.
Ladarian Tootie Roddy. Well, great pattern across the field. Receiver goes down at the 19-yard line. Nice gain on the play.
Yeah, that's Edward Pruitt. I see his smile from here, and I would notice it a mile away. Yes, sir, that's Edward. He can still throw that rock.
I could say he could throw the deep ball as well as anybody. Back again all day. Great protection from his offensive line. Got a man wide open. And yeah, you're down. That was number 89, Ryan Armstrong.
That's big Ryan Armstrong. He looks like he can still play a little bit. Boy, Edward just waited and he waited and he waited.
Yeah,
and he
getting
found
too much
the guy.
protection back there. I mean, we're going to get some, black team's got to get some pressure on him. Delcase has been under duress much of the night.
Russ Lane in as a defensive tackle. He never played there before.
Edward again, all day. Hunter Bowen with good protection there. No, picked off. Number 6, I think Trey Randolph.
Can't see that for Big
I think
Jonathan.
that was a 6.
Big Jonathan Smith was in there on that series. And talking about that Jonesboro game a while ago, Randy, and folks will remember it, Jeffrey Valentine had come off an all-state year his junior year. Opening game of the year, he's on the kickoff team. He runs down on the opening kickoff and tears an ACL. The opening play of the year. He came back and helped us down the stretch, but he just wasn't the same guy. He could run forward. He could run straight ahead with the ACL, but he couldn't cut because of the ACL.
Yeah. Ooh, pump and nice completion. Well, he's still on his feet. He's not, I don't know if he's down yet or not.
He wants to go down, that's for sure.
That was 21, I guess.
Kenneth Tate.
Kenneth Tate, yeah.
Boy, big fumble recovery over at Forest City one night. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's just amazing when you see these guys and you remember some of the great plays that they made as Greyhound football players, and all of them have contributed. What a pass.
Slinger. Number 1 with the tackle there. That's Jerry Brown, I guess.
I assume that's Victor quarterbacking. Is that correct?
Really wasn't able to say. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Yeah, that's Victor. He can still throw it a little bit.
Yeah, he can. I would expect him to.
You know, Russell Lane in there a while ago. Boy, he was a heck of a football, heck of an athlete.
Before my time, but I've heard of him.
Yeah, great athlete.
Victor again. Boy, I tell you what, just heat from this Orange defense again. Oh, was he down or not? I think he was down, but not sure what the call was.
Here. We got about 13, 14 minutes to play right here. Newport and Riverview coming up next. Big conference game for the Hounds, still trying to stay in tie for first place in the conference.
Yeah, can lock
Robert
down.
Kendall.
Don't forget Robert Kendall. One of my favorite plays was that interception at Osceola that sealed the deal back in 1996. That was our second game that we had ever called. I remember how exciting that was.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We had a huge punt return up on the hill at Batesville. Oh, my goodness, what great memories we have of some of these guys. And
remember us calling that game? I remember Crazy Carl being in the vicinity. Great memories. John Miner talked to me the other day, and he said, I did my favorite 5 plays at the touchdown luncheon one day, and he said, you forgot one. You forgot to mention Crazy Carl.
Crazy Carl was the filmer over at Osceola, and he did it for a long time. And in all fairness, we just the guy could be so nice, and then he could be such a horse's rear end.
Yeah, when stuff started going bad, I mean, he turned a totally different personality.
Shane Addington in there, one of those offensive tackles, pretty good football player in his time.
The Rock. Boy, pass incomplete again. Boy, just great pursuit by that defense.
Clock moving. Corin Pruitt in the backfield. We're throwing it up.
Oh, man, reached up there and grabbed it. He's going to go dunk it, maybe.
I guarantee you he is. Let's look here.
Oh, almost. So close. That's Julio, I guess.
That is Julio Pruitt. That is Julio. Victor Henderson to Julio Pruitt. Oh, man, what?
Julio's such a tremendous athlete. Of course, went on to play for the Dolphins a few years, and just a phenomenal athlete.
Any particular play?
Can't remember. I remember some stuff. I remember one up at Yellville Summit for some reason or another where he just reached up and grabbed a pass. But, I mean, yeah, so many.
How about the Boonville game here?
Oh, yeah.
He just I can't remember whether it was a pick or he just took the ball away from the quarterback, but it was just.
Oh, yeah, that was he took it off his hand. Yeah,
Yes,
I remember that now.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Then LeVar White got a big pick later in that game, I think. Never forget Mark Watley after that interception over there acting like a referee, pointing in our direction. Nice running play there. 38, that's Bubba Doss again.
I see Trey Randolph out there. Class of 04.
Yeah.
Well, Julio is much man. He is much man.
He's a superior athlete, no doubt. The orange offensive line got the Bowen boys next to each other, Will and Hunter.
Boy, great hustle by Russ Lane. He couldn't get there.
Edward goes down to a knee, slips down on that turf. Of course, he's not used to playing on turf here.
Or any of these guys.
Yeah, none of them are.
Probably never played on turf. Well, yeah, some of them. Well, let's see.
Some of the college guys obviously have.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Wonder how many of these guys played at War Memorial.
There were a few.
Absolutely there were. We've got about 9.5 minutes to play, and this is Edward again.
A little quick pass out and flat. No, double pass. Throwing it deep. It's covered well. Great play. That was number 11, Jordan Walker, who obviously played some quarterback here.
That was the double pass from Edward to Jordan and trying to go to. Hey, nobody was fooled on the defensive side, though.
Everybody stayed home, absolutely.
9:20 to play here in this football game. Xavier Rucker in the game.
My favorite memory of Xavier, and I remember calling that in the 7th grade. He made a 79-yard touchdown run on the last play of the game, and every time I see him, I kind of remind him of that.
Is that right?
Oh, Corn Pruitt, I think, was offsides. Yeah, that's a little bit too quick. Corn trying to go after Edward there. Way too early.
That's family right there.
Yeah, way too early.
They're going to penalize Corn for being too quick.
First penalty of the game. Had to call that one. Corn's wanting to get to Edward.
He is, isn't he?
I think Edward may do a hurdle over somebody tonight. Remember him in the Dumas game in the playoffs here.
Big Quincy Person with that tackle. I remember Big Quincy playing. Boy, he heck of a defensive lineman for us.
Ricky Morales out there.
Bryson Schultz in there now.
Black team got the ball back.
Second annual Greyhound Alumni Flag Football.
Eddie Cooley has that center position. That is his, without a doubt. Mark Brown playing a right guard. And the Rock, Addington over there on the left side. Kenyon Evans.
Tripp sets the right. Twin sets the left.
Hey, a little motion there. I think we got to call that one. They're going to let that go. Deep trouble. Victor. Oh, Pierce says he's got it. I don't know about that.
Morales all over. Those are buddies right there. Kevo with a great snag, and Ricky Morales didn't like it. He said, I'm going to take that ball away from you, Kevo. Look, Tripp sets the left, Tripp sets the right.
Victor throws it way.
Oh, what a interception.
Interception, yeah, way overthrown. He's going to come bring it back.
It's Courtney Ratliff.
Ratliff.
Look at Courtney.
He may go.
Holy smoke. That was a heck of a reception.
Absolutely. Great catch. Good coverage.
Just a message that's printed on the program. It says a special thanks to Dr. Larry Bennett and Coach Harrison and Newport School District for allowing the alumni to hold this event. Thank you to the class of 1977 for the donation of 20 flags and water bottles. Jerseys were printed with Doug at 76ink.com. Go Hounds. Well, I like it. I like it.
Absolutely.
Aldrin, Robert, and Chris, and several others putting this thing together, and we do thank those folks for letting us bring some of these guys who are our heroes and been our heroes for a long, long time. And
hey, Travis Lindell out here coming out to the left side here as a wide receiver. Travis, remember last year had a big interception in this game. I think Adam Fields wants it. He's looking at Jordan. He's wanting the football. Jordan straight back. He's flushed quickly. Gets rid of it. Oh, great throwing catch, David. That was a good job there. Jordan Walker, again, the quarterback. Not sure who that receiver was.
Dallas Neal.
Dallas, number 15.
We got about 5 more minutes to go, and as soon as the game's over, we'll pause.
Corn Pruitt. Oh, he's brought down a big sack in
Brian
the backfield.
Underwood. Boy, that's a good hustle by Brian that time.
Of course, Brian obviously still very athletic.
Again, you go looking at the weights of some of these guys. A lot of these guys are probably at their playing weight, and again, most of them are not. But it sure is good to see guys out here. Wish they could do a PA with the folks in the stands.
It would be great.
I mean, it just you need to do a PA. Maybe we can get that worked out for next year.
Oh, tipped up there and picked off. Number 9. That's Chris Ellis.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of our great fans would want to know who these guys are, even though we have programs. One of the important things in playing the game is getting to hear your name on the PA. And there's no music now. I mean, I'm thinking maybe we could, but I mean, it's all right. It's just you make the best out of the scenario that you've got.
Doesn't matter what age you are, you like to hear your name.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. I mean, you play in a game, and and for the fans would like to know who throws that pass and who makes that catch and who makes that block. And we'll get that worked out for next year, maybe.
Underwood harassing Walker. Good pass by Jordan, throwing deep. But boy,
he caught it, tipped it, Courtney.
Great catch. Boy, Ratliff could do that back in the day.
He almost
gets a dunk.
Oh, he falls to the ground.
Boy, so close.
Oh, man, it was a tip, and Courtney hauled it in. And that's a great play. Now, you see us, if you come back and you look at the guys out there, and Dan, if you can get a wide look at it, we're getting a little tired.
Yeah.
We've been going here for about 27 minutes.
A little.
And Kenyon in. That's Kenyon Evans, class of 13.
Yeah.
Eddie and Shane in there as the offensive lineman.
Yep.
Big Mark Brown.
Mark Brown. That offensive line has stayed the same.
Ronnie Delcase back to quarterback.
Yeah. Corn Pruitt wants to show his speed. Going deep again. Julio out there, but great coverage.
Well, you want to see if you still got it. That's one of those plays that, Julio, you just take on down the field, and we'll see how your arm is here from Ronnie Delcase, and he's still got it too. Boy, Delcase playing some meaningful games, and again, all these guys did. And it's what makes this night so special.
Yeah. Oh, nice pass to Pruitt. Corn with speed. Corn with speed again. He'll be brought down around the 45. Boy, Corn could run. Delcase, I guess, on that quarterback of that 2000 team that made the nice run late. Searcy and Arkadelphia victories. Arkadelphia and Searcy, I guess, in that order.
Lamar.
Great vision by Delcase.
Lamar, look at Lamar against LeVar, and LeVar wins the battle. Lamar and LeVar.
Clock down inside 2 minutes. We're about to end this, and most of those guys out there are probably glad it's about over.
Second annual Greyhound Alumni Flag Football Game, and what a pleasure it is to get to call it. And course, it'll be on our cable TV channel, and we'll have it on Facebook and on our web at cable15tv.com. And all you guys that are watching, be interested to know that coming in November, we're going to start Greyhound Classics again. There's
almost a phenomenal catch.
Greyhound Classics. We're going to be playing back some of the great, outstanding football games that we have on tape from '94 through the current year, and we'll talk more about that as the season progresses. But Greyhound Classics are coming back to cable15tv.com.
Time for maybe another play or two. Dale Case rolls out, looks, he's in trouble, but throws it, got a man open. Touchdown, Black team. That was number 21.
Dale Case rolled to his right, out of the pocket. He spots receiver. Lamar down there. Lamar's open in the end zone. Touchdown, Greyhounds!
He couldn't quite dunk it. Boy, we just barely missed on the dunks. Julio probably the closest. And I think that's going to do it.
Randy, see, I just a great night. Just a wonderful, wonderful night. Each and every year that the Hounds are going to have the alumni football game, and it's a pleasure for me and you to be in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, great memories again, and just great getting more people out here to Greyhound Field.
All right, Greyhound football coming up next. And as Bud Black used to say, through the magic of video, we killed about 4 minutes. Just about enough time to take a break and go down to the men's room. I didn't have time to get me a hot dog at the concession stand, but I really didn't need one anyway. I didn't see what went on at the coin toss there, but they did shake hands. Of course, Colton Willis and Kyron Stafford, Gunnar Bullard, the captains for Newport. Newport and Riverview. Randy, let's talk a little bit about the real football game here tonight.
Okay, obviously we're all talking about getting to the playoffs and playoff seeding. The Hound can clinch a playoff spot tonight, I think, if everything falls just right and we win. But it's all about seeding. You want to get one of those top 2 seeds, or otherwise you're going to be in trouble. We talked about that. So we need to win out and get a top 2 seed.
Well, and Riverview tonight coming in on the bottom end of the conference, so to speak, but not a bad football team, really.
Well, no, you saw last week, they played pretty well. I mean, they played Stuttgart a 7-0 game. Just looking at they're 2-5 on the year. Lost an undefeated Pocahontas team. It's undefeated now, 46-14. Sure. Defeated Walnut Ridge, a little lower classification there, beat them 46-6. Lost 7-0 to a very good Ball Knob team. Lost 45-21 to CAC. Beat Southside 41-34. Scored a lot of points. Scored a lot of points against West Helena. Only lost that game 52-26. And again, last week I think the score that really got everybody's attention, only lost to Stuttgart 7-0. So they're obviously a competitive football team. Pre-game
show is always brought to you by Arkansas Steel Associates. They're located at 2803 Van Dyke Road, 523-3693. An economic leader and always a great sponsor here on Cable Channel 15 TV. I have a full packed house tonight. It may not look like it on the camera right now, but a lot of those folks are down here on the field, especially those guys that just played in the football game and the alumni game, who are in the victory line as such, or the entry line, or whatever you want to call it, to as the Hounds will come through the Greyhound big helmet. And Riverview is on their way in. The Hounds will be next. You play, you win. So important. I mean, the Hounds have got to have a little help to win the conference. But boy, if you're a number 1 seed, you got a chance for 3 home games in the playoffs, and nowhere else in the playoff bracket can you do that if you're in our conference.
Not only 3 home games, but the schedule just looks a little bit easier. I mean, you never know when you get in the playoffs about some of these teams, but it just looks like a more manageable situation along with being at home. So certainly we want to get there. They said we're going to have some help. There's a 4-team log jam at the top right now. Stuttgart, Helena, West Helena, CAC, and Newport all at 3-1. Heber Springs right there at 2-2. Lone Oak at 1-3, along with this Riverview team, and then Southside 0-4.
Randy, the last couple of weeks, the Hounds have had their hands full on the road at Stuttgart, on the road at Heber Springs. Big victories for the Hounds to win those 2.
Yeah, I mean, just great comeback victories. 2 of the better comebacks, most memorable comebacks we've ever had. 3 pretty good football teams in a row with Lone Oak and Stuttgart and Heber Springs. But, this team just showed a lot of ability, showed that they weren't going to be quitters, at all in any game they've been in. Just played to the end and have come back and won a couple of really good football games because of that.
What I want to mention here before we go any further, in that right after the alumni game and before this game, they had a presentation honoring Stevie Arnold, great Greyhound who passed away several years ago, and I guess gave the family a encased jersey, number 15 jersey, but we didn't know that was going to come up, or we certainly would have filmed it, so we apologize for not getting that on film. We just didn't know anything about it, but it's a great honor, and all those kids put that together. I say kids, all those grown men out there playing tonight.
Well, I thought the world of Stevie Arnold. Really remember him well. Charlie Bell, a little change at kickoff for Newport. Charlie to kick off, kicks it across the middle, and it's going to go inside the 5, fielded at the 4, and great coverage by the Hounds, and he's not going to get but to the 10-yard line. Great coverage, good kick by Charlie Bell, and they really misplayed that down there, and Hounds with a good field position defensively.
Yeah, kickoff brought to you by Brian Smith, Farm Bureau Insurance, 206 North Harwood Street, 523-8946, Brian Smith.
Well, great to start the opposing team inside their 20. You know, a lot of our games we've been around the 30 or 35 pretty commonly, but just a great job right there, and good job by that Hound kick coverage team. Almost forgot my stat man wasn't there, but he's coming up the steps. Be 1st and 10 Riverview from the 11. Power look this way. Quarterback rolls, he's in trouble. Denver Smith pursuing, and they make a completion and have a big play up to about the 28-yard line. Couldn't get the tackle over there, and that gave the guy some room to run, and pretty good play offensively.
Our quarterback just rolled his right. It looked like we might tackle him for a safety, and he just kept running and found an open receiver, and a big play for Riverview. I might have said Rivercrest, did I? I bet I said Rivercrest.
I don't remember hearing it, but anyway, long history of the Rivercrest back in the day.
Brother Shane joins us in the booth.
1st and 10, Rivercrest. Riverview, I said it. Let's not say that again. They got a big play, 40, 45, 50. Run out of bounds at the 35, and Riverview moving the football. 2 very good offensive plays to start this game out, and they've got some confidence, and their fans are excited.
Yeah, Xavier Barrow just found a good trap block on the left side, found a hole, and he got a huge offensive line. I mean, a big left tackle out here. 6'2", 265 pounds.
Blake Edom, his dad was talking to me before the game, said Harding wants him pretty bad, and some other colleges are looking at him. He's just a junior. Number 5, and boy, another big hole, and they'll have a big gain of about 8 to the 27. Riverview moving the ball pretty much at will so far on their first 3 plays, gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hounds didn't have much answer last week defensively on a football team that just ran the option, ran right at them, threw the football exceptionally well, mixed it up. But we came and made plays when we had to make plays to win a football game.
2nd down and 2 from the 27. We've only played a minute, and Riverview's already moved about 63 yards here. The quarterback keeps it, and he's got a lot of room. 20, 15. 1st down, Riverview at the 15-yard line. Good execution. And they continue to move the ball pretty easily.
Well, the Hounds had the quick hitter smelled out, and then they weren't going to get anything on that. And it's just a great read by their quarterback, David Lee.
They moved it 76 yards in a minute and 15 seconds. Come on, defense, stiffen up here. Handoff inside. Played well by the Hounds. Gets very little, if any, on that play. But he dropped at the 15-yard line.
Well, here's where you just got to bow you back a little bit and make some plays right here. Kyron Stafford, Colton Willis.
2nd and 10 from the 15.
They're the linebackers on this bunch. They're the ones that's asked to make a lot of tackles.
I think Kyron was 72 tackles. Willis was 63 or somewhere in those area. They're both listed in the Jonesboro Sun statistics. Quarterback drops straight back. Got some heat. Gets to set back up, and he'll be dropped for a loss and fumbles the football. And Hayden Schultz is on it, and the Hounds have it.
Well, the quarterback just made one too many moves and got hit from behind, and Hayden's there, and it's a good stop by the Newport defense, and that's what you hope. We'll take the turnover in that spot right there.
Absolutely. Riverview moved it very well up to the 15-yard line very easily, but the Hound defense stiffened and get the turnover. 9:52 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless.
Yeah, they got past the 50, and it was just downhill all the way. We couldn't stop them.
Gunner, your quarterback, Gunner Bullard. Carl Turner, the running back beside him. Gunner drops it on the ground, and Riverview has it. And he'll be downed at the 10, but we turn it right back over.
Wow. Well, 9:48 to play here, and back-to-back turnovers, one from Riverview, one from the Greyhounds. And that sets up Riverview in great field position at the 9-yard line, 9:48. They move it down 9 yards, they get a touch.
First and goal from the 9. Have to see that one again. I guess just a bobbled exchange. Keep it inside and kind of sneaks his way up to about the 6, maybe the 7. Gain of maybe 2 on the play. Second and goal from somewhere around the 7-yard line. 9:34 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless.
Carl Turner in the defensive play for Newport. 42 is Terrell Roddy. 15, DeAndre. 2 is Darren Roddy.
Second and goal from the 7.
Keith Warsham.
Hand off inside. And he'll be stood up at around the 4, maybe the 5-yard line. Third down and goal for Riverview inside the 5 near the 4.
Played pretty well by Jordan Mabry that time at that defensive end position. Hounds are playing tough inside their own 10-yard line, but down inside the 5 to nearly the 4.
Third down and goal from the 4.
Watch your tight ends.
Quarterback straight back. Here comes Kyron. Hit as he throws. He's got a man and incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal.
Boy, he had it.
Yep. Kyron made him rush it just a little bit, and that was the difference, I think. Be 4th and goal. We'll see if they maybe try a field goal here.
Yeah, they've got their field goal team out. At least their kicker comes out for the possibility of a field goal.
It'll be a 21-yard attempt. It's number 23, Stephen Pazuski.
I bet he can kick.
Ball's down, kicks up in the air, and it is good. 21-yard field goal. And Riverview leads 3-0.
Well, they march it down, and we get a turnover, and then we give it right back to them, and they take it 9 yards. They take it down 9 yards for the touch or for the field goal. Excuse me. But that is a win for the Newport defense right there, Randy. So 2 wins for the defense, both their times out. You get it at the 9-yard line, first down, and they got it down to, I guess, 4-yard line. Had a touchdown, dropped the touchdown, and then the Hound defense does what it has to do to only allow them to come away with 3 points, so I think that's a big plus for the Newport football team. Newport Food Mart, Newport Shell on Highway 367 North across from Merchants and Planters Bank. We talk about it all the time. You talk about chicken, some of the best fried chicken that you have ever put in your mouth. I guarantee you, from fried chicken breast to thighs to wings to legs, they've got it all. You can buy it by the piece. You can buy it by a snack box. You can get a lunch dinner box, several sides to choose from, including honey butter biscuits at the Newport Food Mart, the Newport Shell. It's right in front of Cable 15 TV, and they have all the convenience store items and gasoline with competitive prices. Do a little business with Newport Food Mart.
Pazuski will kick off for Riverview after the 21-yard field goal attempt. Pazuski, a 5'7", 133-pound senior. That's got to field it first, then the big man kicks it, and it goes off our shoulders. We got to go get it, and Worsham does. Keith Worsham will be brought down at the 32-yard line. First down, Newport from the 32.
And just kicking it hard, and that's exactly what they wanted. They were hoping maybe it might hit somebody and come back to them, but you kick it hard like that, make it hard to field, and you have time to come down and cover, and they do. Ball at the 32-yard line, 8:23 to play in the quarter. We trail 3-0, but the offense for their second offensive play, Nick Murphy back in at be playing left tackle tonight. Because Jesse's fighting an injury.
Carl cuts up. Carl up near the 39, 40-yard line. Nice gain of about 8 on the play. Second down and 2, maybe 3 for Newport.
course, Hayden Schultz is our offensive center, and over at the right guard, steady is Sam Bowen. Right tackle is 51, Caleb Statler.
Jesse's on his feet over there, and he did play a down or two defensively, so hopefully he's all right. 2nd and 2.
Deshaun Anderson at left guard, and then, of course, Nick at the left tackle.
Jet sweep to Collier, and he'll be upended at the line of scrimmage, maybe gains about 3/4 of a yard, just past the 40. Be 3rd down and a short 2 for Newport. Need to convert.
7:38 to play in the first quarter. 3-0 in favor of Riverview.
Roddy in the game. Look for us to go with the I formation. Roddy at fullback, Carl Turner at the tailback. Officials over there talking to Coach Harrison and our staff. Something about the clock maybe, I'm not sure. So the clock issue. Big 3rd and 2 for the Hounds. In the clock. 3rd down 2. Carl on his feet, 40, 45. Carl Turner past midfield, 1st down Newport. Good tough running by Carl. He was brought down 2 yards short, David, and ends up getting 11.
Yeah, he got hit back there for sure, and it looked like he was going to go down, and he just fought through that, and he made a little spin move to the outside and gets it across the 50, and he's down to the 49-yard line. Officials talking over there about something again, but he's down to the 49 in their territory. Let's take it down another 49 yards right here for the touch. Well, that's good football play right there, Randy.
Absolutely.
Good, tough running.
Thought we were stuffed in the backfield, and that would not have been good momentum-wise because Riverview's kind of got it on their side right now. They spin the clock at 7:20 and counting, and 25-second clock just started, so we've got time.
Ham's got a sideline warning over there, so you got one of those guys that's going to
I formation. Carl 1st down. Give him about 11 on the play. I think that'll be a 1st down near the 38 of Riverview.
Good tough running again.
Yeah.
Good offensive line play coming off the football. 7:01 to play here in the quarter. 3-0 in favor of Riverview. The ball game brought to you by Robert Turner, 1420 McLean Street at Edward Jones Investment, 523-8780. Robert Turner.
1st and 10 from the 38. Willis and Cordell go out right. Elston and Charlie this way. Other way around. Little wide receiver screen out to McCabe, and he'll get about 2 to the 36-yard line. 2nd down and 8, Newport. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. We're behind 3-0 to Riverview. Kyron comes in. He'll line up on the right side. Looks like we'll go with a 2 tight end look. Colton Willis on the left side, Kyron on the right side. Power look to the right with Willis coming this way. We'll give it to Carl. Carl cuts back and has it to the 31-yard line. Flag on the play back at the 42-yard line, back in the backfield. Usually those are offense, we'll see. Motion against Newport, that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Spot that back to the 42-yard line.
That's that guy's 2nd penalty over there. And I just feel like it's going to be one of those nights where that guy's going to dominate the game. May not, maybe not.
Move it back to the 41-yard line. Be 2nd down, and we'll call it 12. Clock under 6 minutes here in the first quarter. DeAndre comes out to the right, McCabe to the left. 2 tight end look again. Carl. No, Gunner throws it across the middle. Has Willis inside the 20 to the 18. Great execution to the tight end.
That play has been here all year. When we fake it in there to Carl and but send Colton Willis straight down the field. We missed him earlier in a game for a touchdown, and we came right back later on and got it.
An official's timeout for Riverview players shaking up. That's number 40, Gage Hay. Defensive lineman, 5'8", 198. He's like he's going to be all right coming off the field. 1st and 10 Newport from the 18. Bouncing McCabe to the left, and Charlie and Elston out to the right. Carl to the right of Gunner. Gunner keeps it, and he'll lose a yard back to the 19-yard line.
Boy, and I winced because his left knee went a terrible way.
He's limping a little bit.
Yes.
He's trying to shake it off, but still limping a little bit.
Boy, and it twisted up under him. And
not sure if he's going to be able to go right now or not. He's still bending over. He's going to try.
Oh, let me tell you, it was bad. It sure was, Shane. I hope that young man's okay.
2nd down and 12 from the 20. Toss to Carl. Carl will be brought down to around the 16-yard line. Gain of 4, bring it up to 3rd down and 8 for Newport. Gunner looking a little bit better, but still limping some. I think hopefully he's going to be all right. Shaking it off.
Trying to jog up to the huddle right here, but big football play for the Hounds with 4:25 to play here in the first quarter.
Look to the sideline for the play. 3rd and 8. Gunner straight back. Throws it across the middle. Has a man and caught by McCabe Cordell. Touchdown Newport. Just tipped right into his hand. Great concentration by McCabe.
Yeah, after the deflection, no doubt, Randy. See, he had to have tremendous concentration there to watch that thing all the way in because it was on target. It was tipped by the safety, and then right to him, McCabe had the presence of mind to stay on the football with his eyes, and it came right to him, and he made a sensational catch. Good throw by Gunner. Well, I hope Gunner's knee's going to be okay. Boy, that worries me.
Gunner will hold. Will go in the snap. High snap, ball's down, kicks up in the air, and it is blocked. And with 4:06 to go in the first quarter, Hounds lead 6-3.
Dr. Gavin McDowell, customized vision care in the Village Mall, 523-3333. 523-3333. That's a lot of threes. Professional vision care, eye health care, name brand glasses, name brand sunglasses, and it's all about selection. They've got it all in a guaranteed contact lens program with Dr. Gavin McDowell. Anthony May, we talk about Radio Shack and the Newport Technology Center. If you've got a question about technology when it comes to that, let me tell you what, there's nobody better than Anthony May. He's a computer wizard. He's a technology wizard. If you need your computer worked on, give him a call at 523-8949. Let him do a little work on your PC. And ASU Newport, asun.edu, online courses and programs and financial aid available, and a tremendous adult education program. Help you pass the GED test. Call 512-7824 or 512-7800.
Charlie's kicks field at the 25. Covered well by the Hounds.
Oh, yeah, we got a face mask penalty there and no flag. And
I wasn't sure if it was the mask or on the side of the helmet. Really couldn't tell from my view, but
I was sure.
You were? Okay. I just knew it. I knew the helmet term, but I couldn't tell. Sometimes you can grab it on other places.
It looked like it. I couldn't tell
Yeah.
for sure. It just looked like it, boy, because the head did turn very quickly.
Yeah, head turn, but you can grab it in other places and cause that. So we'll see. 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback keeps it right. Willis and Chase and Denver Smith, and they'll run him out of bounds. Near the 45-yard line, 46-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play, 2nd and 3. Another good first down play for Riverview.
Same little option play that Heber Springs had so much success with last week. I don't think that this guy is quite the speed merchant as the quarterback from Heber Springs was, but still an effective play nonetheless. Up to the 46-yard line. 3:50 to play here in the quarter. 6-3 is our score. The Hounds lead.
Riverview sends 2 receivers right, 1 left.
We need to back up here.
And off to the eye back and tail back. He'll have a first down in Newport territory at the 48. There's a flag right in the middle of everything where they usually call holding, and that's what the call is. Holding against Riverview will be a 10-yard penalty.
Well, we had 4 flags already here and hadn't played 9 minutes yet.
Ball marked back to the 35-yard line. Have to get up here to the 49, so that'll be 2nd down and 14 for Riverview. Attempted 1 pass play, and it was just incomplete. Heat from Stafford probably kept it from being complete. Fake, and he rolls left, in trouble. Denver Smith, and he gets out of there. And we've got another flag, and he'll be run out of bounds near the 48-yard line. That would have been a first down, but it will be brought back by holding, I'm sure.
Could be a possible block in the back. I think I might have seen one of those. We'll see.
Block in the back, yes.
Remind you about Kirtner Lumber Company now. They have Cypress Planks and Ozark National Paneling, and you got a website you can go to, ozarknaturalpaneling.com.
All the way back to the 16-yard line. They've got to get to the 49. So 33, 2nd and 33.
Kirtner Lumber Company at the Newport Air Base.
Thought we had a big sack there, but it ended up even better than that. 2nd down and 33. They'll hand it off straight inside. Played well by Stafford. He'll go up to the 19-yard line, gain of 3, but it'll be 3rd and 30.
We'll look for a Brand Body Shop collision of the week, and a reminder about Subway and Thursday business lunchbox delivery specials. Give them a call at 523-2309 at Subway. We'll talk about their October specials throughout the course of the night. NEDC, NewportARcity.org, proud past, bright future with John Chadwell.
3rd and 30 for Riverview. Quarterback straight back, rolls left, throws it deep. Got great coverage here. And I didn't see anything, but there's a flag on the field.
Well, I didn't see it on either guy.
Yeah, it's a no call, yeah.
The guy from Riverview was behind our guy, but not, I mean, our guy was he was right on him. Interesting to see the call. That's the 6th flag. I didn't see it either.
No, I didn't see anything. Just great coverage by Mr. Roddy. Couldn't have played it any better. Be a 15-yard penalty up to the 35-yard line.
You just feel it. I mean, I just feel it's going to be one of those crews that's going to throw one every other play.
Still going to be 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 15. They have to get to the 49.
One of the rules I think they need to change for high school is that if it's interference, that it ought to be a spot foul.
Yeah.
I mean,
there comes the heat with Willis, and he'll sack him in the backfield. Colton Willis virtually unblocked back to the 21-yard line.
Well, Newport defense sensational this play with the help of a couple of penalties, but, you know, you do your job. You know, Coach Hansley sends them out there and says, guys, just do your job, and your job is to make these guys punt, and we get in pretty good field position, and that's what they did. Got to field a punt here.
Worson's been doing a great job of that. He'll line up just inside his own territory near the 45-yard line. Good snap. Good kick. Worsham fields it at the 47. Worsham 45, 40. Keith Worsham, 33-yard line. David, great job of fielding the kick by Worsham.
Well, he came running like that guy from Heber Springs did a couple times last week, and he dropped the 2 last week, but boy, Keith didn't drop that one. Tremendous hands, and boy, he turned it into a pretty good gain down to the 33-yard line in between the 34 and 33.
Looks better than those guys from Alabama trying to field
Yeah,
punts. Well, they were
doesn't it?
awful for a while in that Arkansas game. 1st and 10, Newport from the 33. Carl still running hard inside the 30, near the 27-yard line. Give him at least 6 on the play. 2nd down, Newport.
Well, just tough yardage again. And, Carl, that's one of those plays where it just looks like it's going to go right. Everything looks like right. The linemen are pulling to look like it goes right. And then all of a sudden he cuts back left. That's a design play. 1:25 to play in the quarter. The Hounds lead 6-3.
Hounds running the 2 tight ends again. One backfield, one back. Carl. He's up in the backfield, back at the 28-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play, make it 3rd down and about 4. Great to see the Newport band coming over here showing some good sportsmanship. I think brought some drinks over here to the Riverview band. Good to see that camaraderie.
You see the what?
Camaraderie. Back to the 29-yard line. 3rd down and 4 for Newport. Obviously 4-down territory. Darren Moore and Elston, Stafford all come out to the right. Collier. He brought down at the 26-yard line, maybe close to the 25. Be 4th down and short. Hounds will go for it, obviously. And they will obviously probably do that in the 2nd quarter. 20 seconds to go here in the 1st quarter, and Hounds will probably let it run out. Actually brought down at the 26-yard line. Be 4th down and 2. Clock's at 8 and counting, and we're lined up, but I don't know if we get a playoff or not. We'll see. We might. We do. Toss to Carl. And he'll be brought down. Well, he's still on his feet, and he has a 1st down with tremendous effort at the 27.
Yeah, he didn't have it the first couple of licks. He didn't have it, and he was down on top of a player, and we saw in the college game the other night, but he was just churning and working and going, and that's enough for a Newport Greyhound 1st down. Down to the 22-yard line. Tremendous effort, Randy C., by Carl Turner.
Yeah, on numerous plays already tonight. Carl just will not quit, and it's great to see that great effort.
Lindley Health and Rehab Center at 326 Lindley Lane. Their phone number is 870-523-6539. Jenna Austin and all the crew. And you can visit them on the website at www.lindleyhealthcare.com. Sonic Drive-In, always something special, especially the happy hours in the afternoon from 2 to 4 where drinks are half price. You can always get something special if you got coupons, and nothing like a double cheeseburger with mustard, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomatoes, pickled onions, some extra tomato, large unsweet tea, and have a little tater tot, or probably some onion rings to go along with that. And if it's a real good day, might have some cheese sticks, but always something special going on at Sonic in Newport.
Be 1st and 10 Newport from the 22-yard line after the great Carl Turner run to get the 1st down. We'll line up in the I formation. Roddy back this week after being injured in last week's game. McCabe comes out to the left, DeAndre Elston to the right. This will be the first play of the 2nd quarter. Gunner throws it back. Elston with a great move. 10. DeAndre 5. Brought down near the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Newport. Bullard to Elston.
Yeah, first touch for DeAndre tonight. When we get him the football, good things happen.
DeAndre with 252 yards rushing last week on 14 carries, also 3 receptions in that game. Becoming a great all-purpose threat. 1st and goal for the 1 for the Hounds.
Yeah, DeAndre goes from split receiver now to tailback.
My favorite formation.
Seventh flag. Yeah, they're going to call offsides on Riverview, and I agree with their fans. They hadn't even lined up yet. Kind of hard to be offsides if the official hadn't blown the whistle. Ready for play.
First and goal. I formation. Carl, touchdown Newport. Carl Turner, 1-yard run, makes it Newport 12, Riverview 3.
Well, the Hounds just behind Carl Turner mostly, running very, very hard. Had to convert a 4th down and short, and Carl did so. The offense did so. 11:29 to play in the first half. Hounds trying to decide what to do here or what play to use.
See what we're going to do. Looks like we'll go for 2.
We better hurry. Yeah, I think it's so important. You got to call a timeout right here. Before you rush and don't see it, call a timeout. Here you go.
Coach Harrison gets a timeout, and with 11:29 to go here in the second quarter, Hounds lead 12-3.
City of Newport, the Newport Recycling Center in downtown Newport, open from 7 to 4 Monday through Friday with drop-off bins available for after hours. Now accepting glass bottles, clothing, got some electronics you want to throw away or give to them. Not necessarily throw away, but aluminum tin cans, plastic, white paper, magazines, newspaper, cardboard. They'll recycle all that stuff. And they offer a free paper shredding service, and they have a new shredder down there. And if you have a bunch that you need shredded, you call ahead of time at 217-0070. They'll take care of that for you. Jackson's Funeral Home, the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family. Care and comfort in your family's time of need, the Jackson's Funeral Home.
Hounds will go for 2. And 2 receivers left, 3 right. Gunner alone in the backfield. Motion man. Little jet sweep to Charlie, and Charlie will be in for the 2-point conversion. And another flag down.
8. It'll be one of those nights.
Holding Newport. Be a 10-yard penalty. We'll have to do it from the 13.
Going to be one of those nights. And I don't mean just against us. It's just going to be one of those nights that it's going to be one of those nights where they call everything that they see.
2-point conversion will come from the 13.
And some that they think they see.
Yeah.
Not being critical.
Gunner keeps it this way. Has Charlie. Charlie running hard, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Charlie gets it the other way with the reception.
He wasn't going to be denied. He got hit at the 2, and he fought to the 1, and he pushed on into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. The Hounds up 14-3 with 11:29 to play here in the first half. Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davison crew at 1117 McLean Street. I love the drive-through window. Have the doctor call your prescription in. Just drive through, pick it up. Be on your way at Norman Baker Pharmacy. Harris Hospital, your community health care provider. More than care, it's commitment. www.harrishospital.com. Tons of services, all kinds of services. And congratulations to Robert Rupp. I saw recently where he was named in the state of Arkansas Administrator of the Year.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised.
No, he's doing
really
a great job.
That guy.
Rebecca Payroll, I think, got an award.
Rebecca got a big award also.
Some of the volunteers got an award. 3 big awards for the staff there. Charlie Bell will kick off for Newport again, doing a good job so far. Darren Moore, Tristan Vance, Jordan Neal, Denver Smith, Tyler Asher, Jordan Mabry, Will Golden, and others. Of course, Worsham out there. Charlie with a good kick, fielded at the 15. That's number 22, and he's going to go score. And we've got to lock up, guys. We had chances to tackle them. We just did not lock up.
Well, unusual for that bunch to give up the score there. But it does happen from time to time, and Riverview has cut it 14-9. And they'll go for the single here.
Yeah, they got a great kicking game. 14 seconds to answer. They line up in one of those odd formations, but they usually, like most teams, they'll probably come back and get the conventional lineup and kick it. Ball's down, kicks up in there, and it is good. And with 11:15 to go in the second quarter, Hounds lead 14-10.
Greenway Equipment Company, your John Deere dealer for steel products, including blowers, hedge trimmers, weed eaters, and edgers. All at Greenway Equipment Company. Go greenway.com. El Puente Mexican Restaurant. Great food, excellent service, and loving the Hounds. 523-2369. You can call your order in and go through the drive-thru window and pick it up, or you can come enjoy the great service at El Puente Mexican Restaurant. Merchants and Planters Bank, main office, 2nd Hazel Street, downtown Newport, 523-3601. Or the north office here in town on Highway 367 North. And locations throughout Northeast and North Central Arkansas. Merchants and Planters Bank, our hometown bank. Bell Flying Service, taking care of farmers for decades. Flying with and spraying with the best Bell Flying Service.
And kickoff return team out there, number 11, Darren Biggers. 21, Jordan Mabry. Zach Altum. Tyler Asher.
Well, I think they will continue to kick it short. I don't think they're going to give any of our return guys a chance to go the distance. We'll see.
Yeah, our front guys have to be ready that first couple of lines. And they squib it through here, and we just got to get on it. And we don't. And Riverview recovers.
Just good strategy. You just kick it hard and hope that Newport can't field it, and we couldn't. And it's a hard one. I mean, nobody's going to catch that ball.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just going to have to knock it down and hope that you
just got to get on it after it's bouncing around there, and we couldn't quite do that. We had a couple of guys trying, but when it starts bouncing, anything can happen. 1st and 10, Riverview from the 44 of Newport.
Oh, big offensive line by this Riverview bunch.
Quarterback straight back. There comes the heat from Denver. Flushes him out. He throws it deep. He's got a man wide open, but can't get it to him. 2nd and 10.
Well, had some heat. Was that Kyron with the pressure and great coverage, but guy did get behind us. The quarterback had to roll back to his left and throw across his body, and it was a little too strong.
Second and 10 from the Newport 44.
I like their play call. Well, they had a big play, get a big play, and they're going for the gusto.
One receiver left, one right, 2 tight ends. Handoff inside, he takes it outside, and McCabe will stretch it out. Still have a nice gain to the 38-yard line. Gain of 6, 3rd and 4.
Well, we've had 4 or 5 plays in a row without a penalty. So one's coming. This play. Somebody's going to get the penalty.
Yeah. Probably a hold. 3rd down and 4 from the 38 of Newport. And off straight inside. He'll be very close to the 1st down. He's to the 39. That's where they had to get. Depends on how they spot it. The referee will look at the change and see. And he says he still hasn't looked. He looks now. First down, Riverview. At the 39 of Newport. 10:24 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds lead 14-10, but Riverview is threatening.
They're going to get a triple holding penalty here. Move them back 45.
That wouldn't surprise me.
They don't hurry up and get a play in there. They're going to get a 5-yard penalty for delay of game.
Clock's down to 10, and they're in the huddle still. One receiver each way. And up straight ahead. Not much there. The middle is clogged up, and he'll get a short 2, maybe a long 1, just however you want to look at it, between the 38 and 37-yard line. I think we've got a guy down. There'll be an official's timeout. We've got a guy down. And Zach Hoyt, the trainer, Newport. That was Willis. And he's going to be all right, but he'll have to come out for a play.
Yeah, going back to Gunner's injury, I see him on the sideline over there. I think he's going to be fine. But, boy, his knee went. It didn't go up under him. It went to the outside of him.
Asher in the game will take Willis's place. 2nd down and 9. Quarterback straight back. There comes the heat. Deshaun Aaron. There comes Stafford, and he won't get away from Kyron. Kyron Stafford with a sack back at the 41-yard line.
4 receivers all covered. Tremendous defense by the secondary for Newport. Can't cover it any better than that. Quarterback had nowhere to throw. 9:33 to play in the half. We lead 14-10. And a big 3rd down and long coming up.
Clock says 9. Again, we have a hard time seeing. I think it's further than that. I think they have to get up around the 25 maybe.
I think you're right.
Again, it's tough for us to see the markers, but I think it's more like 3rd and 16. Yeah, they got it up there now. Look for some heat. Quick pass across the middle. Ooh! And that was a brand body shop collision, David. That's the leader in the clubhouse, Keith Warsham.
Yeah, no doubt that's a big hit, a big brand body shop collision there.
I'm glad to see that kid got up that quick because I was afraid that was worse than that.
That was a good lick by Keith.
Riverview will punt, or at least line up in punt formation.
I don't think there's any question, and, you know, we talk about that all the time. And, you know, we kidded Donnie last week about you and I talked about we're not going to fake, we're going to punt. We did go for it, scored touchdowns.
Oh, and that's not a good punt. We got to get away from it, though. Stay away. And that is back to the 33. That's only about an 8-yard punt.
Yeah, and that kid's a good punter, too. He's also the extra point kicker. He just shanked that one.
Yeah.
And that's good for the Hounds. And hindsight being 20/20, if you knew you were going to kick it that far, you go for
yeah.
it.
Well, he knew if he kicked it all he had, it'd go in the end zone and they'd be at the 20. So he's trying to make a shorter kick, and it's too short, obviously. An 8-yard punt. 1st and 10, Newport from the 33. Gunner still limping, but good enough to go.
So the onside kick doesn't hurt us there.
McCabe left. Stafford, Bell, Elston. Carl still on his feet near the 44-yard line. Carl running tough. 1st down, Newport.
That's just good, tough running and good blocking by the Hounds. 57, Deshaun Anderson. Nick Murphy. Schultz. Bowen and Statler on the right side.
McCabe, Charlie Bell to the left, Stafford and Elston to the right. Little hitch out to Elston. Just get him the ball, and he'll run to the 46-yard line. Just short of a 1st down, I think it'd be 2nd down and 1 for Newport. They'll spot it at the 47-yard line.
Well, when he touches it again, good things happen.
That's right. Just want to get him the ball. Hopefully we'll see him a little more tailback tonight. Again, 252 yards rushing from that position last week, most of it from that position.
And most of it was Carl Turner leading the way.
Oh, tremendous block. Yeah, I was going to talk about that tonight. Carl stuffed in the backfield. Maybe that last touchdown of DeAndre's, Carl was just blocking all the way downfield, blocked at least 3 guys.
He blocked 3 guys on the play. No, and I watched it on the film Saturday morning. I've watched him coming in. He blocked 1, blocked 2, but he blocked. The last guy he just kind of ran a little interference for, but he blocked 2 guys and then interfered with the 3rd one.
Yeah, it was an awesome sight to watch. 3rd down and 2 from the 48. 25-second clock at 9. I formation for the Hounds. Roddy at fullback. Carl, 1st down and more to the 43-yard line, maybe close to the 42. 1st and 10, Newport.
Farmers Tire Mart, 1501 Malcolm Avenue. You can check them out on Facebook at Farmers Tire Mart. Tommy Bain, owner and the manager for automobile tires, truck tires, tractor tires, field and road service, affordable auto service. Visit Farmers Tire Mart, the Bains.
1st and 10. Gunner straight back, pumps. Comes left. Got Charlie across the middle. Charlie 35-30. Charlie 25. Charlie inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. First down, Newport.
Well, Gunner, just again, that's just tremendous quarterback play. He just rolling. He avoids the pressure, and he just waits and is real patient. And then Charlie found a little opening there in between a few guys. Gunner throws him the ball, and Charlie makes yards after the catch. 7-18, 7-16, clock moving, 14-10. The Hounds lead. We're in the second quarter.
Nick Murphy out. Jesse Simmons back in the game at the left tackle. 1st and 10, Newport with the I formation. Carl, straight up the middle. Carl inside the 15. Still running to about the 13-yard line. I think that'll be enough for another Newport Greyhound first down. Is that a flag down there, or is that something else on the field at the 2-yard line?
Don't.
Must be something else. Looks kind of yellow, but apparently
it is yellow. Whatever it is.
Yeah, they're making a call over there, it looks like.
Well, it's certainly not a Sycamore lead.
I think it's against Riverview. At least they were pointing that way.
So that is the flag at the 2.
Whatever it's declined. It was against, I think it was against Riverview and declined. First down, Newport.
Yeah, that was a flag there at the 2. So what in the world could that have been?
It almost looked like an illegal participation, but I'm not sure. I don't know. What did John say?
I couldn't hear it.
2nd and 1. We're back to my favorite formation. DeAndre, 10. DeAndre, very near the 5-yard line, probably down at the 6. 1st and 10, Newport. 1st and goal, Newport.
6-18. Yeah, down to the 6 and out of bounds. So had only 9 flags. Hadn't had one about the last 7 or 8 plays, but
calm
we're
down a
for
little
another
bit.
one.
Hounds line up in the I formation again. 2 tight end look. Stafford and Mabry at tight ends. Looks like timeout, Riverview.
George Kell Motors, lead sponsor for Remember When, your Chevrolet, GMC, and Buick dealer. You can check out all their inventory on www.georgekellmotors.com. Lots of used inventory there. Great prices. Good bargains at George Kell Motors Company. St. Michael's Plate, 1311 North Pecan Street, 523-9514. Skilled Nursing Home Facility. I can't even talk tonight. I think it's because I'm hungry. I was planning on giving me a couple of hot dogs in between the alumni game and this game, but we didn't have enough time, so I'll try to get me one at halftime. St. Michael's Place, short-term, long-term rehab. Ashley Tomley, Amanda White, Heather Allen, all the crew at St. Michael's Place, 1311 North Pecan Street.
Go ahead.
Let's say a great, one of our Greyhound boosters, Steve Headley, and got a great text message, actually a voice message from Steve this week, and thanking us for, he says he loves to follow the Hounds, and he came to a lot of games last year, and he changed jobs and hadn't had an opportunity to come much this year, but he certainly watches the game on the internet, and just wanted to thank us for carrying those games and talking about great Greyhound moments. He certainly is a great Greyhound football player, former player Steve Headley.
Carl. He'll get about 2 to the 4-yard line. All we got to get is 1.5 yards every time. He gets 2 of that to the 4. Be 2nd and goal from the 4.
5:55, clock moving. We lead 14-10.
Again, the Hounds stay in the eye with Carl at fullback. DeAndre Elston is the tailback. 2 tight ends, and McCabe split way wide left. Toss to DeAndre, and he'll be brought down in the backfield. Played well by Riverview. They knew what was coming. Of course, most people know what's coming on that and can't stop it, but they do. Back to the 9-yard line, 3rd and goal.
For the crowd gets down there, I'm going to text my lovely bride and see if she'll run get me one.
Nick Murphy back in the game at the left guard position. 3rd and goal from the 9. Look for the Hounds to go upstairs. Gunner, straight back. Got time. Now it's flushed. Doesn't have anybody open. Just have to throw that one away or up for grabs. It's out of bounds. We made a catch, but it's out of bounds.
Gunner okay back here?
Yeah, but I don't know about the Riverview guy. Officials timeout for an injury.
The 4th down and goal for the Hounds. Nobody to throw to that time because of the tremendous coverage. That's that big kid
Edom, yeah.
Yeah, boy, he's a heck of a football player.
Yeah.
He must have been chasing Gunner. He's a good offensive blocker and a heck of a down lineman defensively. Let's hope he's okay. 4:46 remaining here in the first half, Randy said. It hadn't been real easy for the Hounds, obviously.
Not at all.
You thought coming in, if you saw the Stuttgart score last week, you say, well, these guys for real. And honestly, not even knowing that, they're a better football team than what I thought they were going to be.
They are, absolutely. Pretty sound.
Yeah, Larry Davison, who was a football coach here for several years, been down, an assistant coach down there for several years now. He told me he's been gone for 7 years. Let's hope this guy's okay.
He's sitting up, still not getting up, but sitting up.
Hope it's just the breath knocked out of him.
Yeah, he's going to be all right.
Yeah, he's ginger on a limb, but I think he's going to be good to go. He's a good football player.
Back to football now. Big 4th down and goal for Newport. Need to convert here to get this momentum back on the orange side. Tough call, 4th and 9. Got to find out a way to get a guy open. They had great coverage on that play. Edom slowly walking off the field, but he looks like he's getting better with every step, and I think he's going to be okay, and that's good.
Good news for them. Good news for him, too. Don't ever want to see a kid get hurt.
Yeah, his dad's over there watching him come off the field. His dad was a real nice guy before the game, talking to me about him. Real proud of him. All right, 4th down and goal from the 9. Timeout, Riverview.
Well, you lose a guy like that, even if it's just for a play. I mean, it makes a difference, even how you're going to attack defensively here. And Riverview wants to time out just to make sure that they have a correct defense call. And you know, it's one of those deals just barely inside the 10. And I mean, you got a lot of things you could do here, but obviously you got to give Gunner some protection and some time to throw the football. And maybe one of those deals, if you can give him enough time and he can scramble away, you really don't want him to have to run much, but if you give him enough time, somebody could work their way open into one of those pockets that we talked about earlier.
Wait for maybe one of the tight ends to get open here and hopefully catch a 10-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, John Miner Jr. and a farm package insurance program, one of the largest farm packages there are, from homeowners, farm machinery, farm buildings, irrigation, automobile, to general liability umbrella policy. John Miner Jr., you can call 523-8900 for more details. Glass Plus, Highway 367 North. Car and truck windshields, picture framing, general or specific framing, 523-3505, Glass Plus.
Now send 2 receivers left, 2 right. Carl in the backfield. What will the play call be? Gunner straight back, pumps, in trouble, throws it to McCabe. McCabe will be brought down just short of the goal line, I think. 9-yard pass, and he does not get in.
Well, he was trying.
Yeah, he was giving everything he had. Great effort there by the Hounds to make a play.
Riverview's defense turns back the Newport Greyhound offense with 4:42 to play here in the half, and the score 14-10 in favor of the Greyhounds. The bad news is we don't score. The good news is they have the ball at the goal line.
99 yards to go, 4:42 to go in the half.
And you can't relax, especially on the first play, Randy.
No.
See, you got to play good, solid, fundamental technique football right here.
Need to make a play. Make a play in the end zone. Make it 16-10. First and 10 from the 1. I formation. Tailback is really deep in the backfield. They'll keep it straight ahead with the fullback, and he'll get up to maybe the 3-yard line. Gives them a little breathing room, 2nd and 8.
Clock at 4.5 minutes. Rabo Agri Lending, leader in crop lending. Our own Shane Hutchison at 217-2171. Rabo Agri Lending, bumper to bumper. Auto parts service at its best. Crow Burlingame, 610 Highway 367 North. Bill Malden, give them a call at 523-3675.
Riverview trying to run some clock here, and 25-second clock down to 4. And off to the tailback. He'll get maybe 1 to the 5, and it'll be 3rd down and about 6 for Riverview. They'll spot it at the 5, 3rd and 6.
All these guys.
Stop here, you got great field position.
Yeah, absolutely. 3:40. Clock moving, plenty of time for the Hounds. Get a stop right here.
And they're really trying to run some clock here and shorten this game a little bit. 25-second clock down inside, 10 at 8. Again, the I formation. 25-second clock at 3. Quarterback play fakes and runs it outside, throws it deep. And he makes a great catch. And Riverview has a big play to the Newport 41.
That kid comes up. Folks from Riverview are hot. Or just a gutsy call and make a conversion.
Yeah. And we had guys there just couldn't adjust to the ball well.
That kid made a great adjustment because the ball was short, and he just let the defenders run by him, at least one of the defenders.
Boy, good cutback play inside the 40 to the 34-yard line.
Now you're thinking, do you go hurry-up mode? That doesn't look like they're in a big hurry.
Well, clock's really not a factor at this point, although they've only got 1 timeout left. They would like to score on about the last play of the half.
Denver Smith, among others. Deshaun Anderson defensively. Ben Collier on one side, McCabe on the other, Keith in the middle.
2nd and 3. Play fake. Here comes the heat. Stafford. He's brought down from behind. And I'm not sure if they'll call it a fumble. I think they will. And Newport has it. Denver Smith with a recovery. Very close to whether he was going forward or not, but I think it's a correct call.
I don't know if they'll talk about it or not, but it was close. One of those that you don't have a second look. No. You just got to make a call.
You got to make it then. It was very close.
Yeah, no replay, so that's one of those that's going to make half the people mad regardless.
Yeah.
See what the Hounds can do with 1:55 to play.
A little delay draw to Carl. Carl up to the 39, maybe the 40-yard line. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4, Newport.
I will say this about Riverview. They'll pop you. Boy, they'll come up and pop you.
Play fake. Gunner flushed out. As DeAndre. I think they'll call that a catch at the 45-yard line. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Outstanding hands by DeAndre and keeping both feet in bounds. Big time catch by DeAndre then, and a super throw from Gunnar Bullard.
Elston spins to the midfield. There comes a flag from way out of the backfield. See what the call is.
Well, it's a makeup call, I promise you. Yeah. That's a pure makeup call. Wasn't the umpire call. That was the guy who's 25 yards
way
from
back
the ball.
One minute to go here in the half. See if the Hounds try to do something here besides give it to Carl. We will get the ball to start the second half. Comes Heat, screen across the middle. Carl, 45-50. Carl, 45. Carl out of bounds near the 43-yard line.
Well, we had it set up.
First down, Newport.
Well, Gunner has a noticeable limp. Hounds trying to tack on some points here with 44.9 to play in the half, leading 14-10. McCabe and
Mabry.
Jordan Mabry come to the left side.
Charlene DeAndre right. Gunner straight back. There comes Heat across, going deep for incomplete. That was Charlie over there. Be second down and 10. Newport at the 41. Good coverage by Riverview.
Mark Manning Shelter Insurance is located on Malcolm Avenue. Many types of insurance. Visit the Shelter Man, Mark Manning, 523-6514. And Iberia Bank, Billy Keady, Lindley Drive, 523-3611. Little business with the Keady boys.
Second and 10, 39.5 seconds to go in the half. Gunner straight back. Out Elston, and Gunner had Heat coming. Probably caused that ball to be thrown a little bit short. Third and 10, Newport. Ball at the 43-yard line.
(14-10). Well, the game has really slowed down the last 5 or 6 minutes, hasn't it?
25-second clock down to 10 here as the Hounds approach the line of scrimmage. Two tight ends, two receivers to the left. Got Stafford. Incomplete. Fourth down and 10, Newport. With the clock the way it is, we may just go ahead and go here. I'm not sure. Just 31.9 seconds to go. Ball at the 43-yard line.
Thank you very, very much, Linda Black.
McCabe and Mabry to the left. Elston to the right. Gunner straight back. Throws it across the middle. Incomplete. Broken up. Great coverage by Riverview, and the ball turns over to the Raiders with 28 seconds to go here in the first half. 14-10 Newport. Riverview gets the ball, and don't know what they'll try here. They had a successful deep pass earlier, and again 28 seconds, and they've got to go 57 yards.
Well, Newport was doing real well until we got the holding penalty, and again a make-up call. But I'm not saying that we didn't hold, but obviously Rivercrest. Kind of hard not to do, isn't it?
Yeah, once you say it, the first time it just rolls off the tongue.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. They'll go to knee, and they're satisfied to go to the half, and their fans don't like it, but they're going to go to the half, trailing 14-10. The Hounds will get it to start the second half. The clock's down to 15 seconds, and
keep it right here just in case, but we'll quickly get out of here and go to the second half. But Obviously, Riverview's not going to run another play, and Newport's not going to call a timeout. We've played one. We lead it 14-10. We'll be right back. And with our halftime stats, my tag team partner, Randy Klepechka.
Thanks, David. Again, a big thanks to Shane Hutchinson for compiling these throughout the game. First downs, Newport 11, Riverview 5. Rushing yards, Newport 86 yards, Riverview 75. Passing, Gunner another effective night, 10 out of 15 for 140 yards. Riverview 2 out of 5 for 70 yards. Total offense, Newport 226, Riverview 145. Both teams a little couple of turnovers in the first half, and the penalties, Newport 4 for 40 and Riverview 2 for 20. Thought there was more than that, but anyway, those are the stats. Carl Turner, our leading rusher, 14 carries for 79 yards.
Randy, I really thought the defense played very, very well. We gave up a field goal after we turned it over, and then they get the touchdown on the kickoff team, which was highly unusual for our kickoff team to give up a touchdown. But other than that, defense is throwing a shutout.
Yeah, playing well again, absolutely. Done a good job all year, as you said.
All right, let's talk just a little bit about down the road. Of course, CAC next weekend, Southside at Southside, but we got 2 home games in a row, which is good. And big games other in the conference tonight. We'll know a little bit more about where we stand and what we got to do after tonight. But the thing about it, you got to continue to win. If you want to be conference champion and get the number 1 seed, you got to continue to play well and win football games.
Absolutely have to win. Again, we've said it a million times, we want to be one of the, if you don't win it, we'd rather win it because it's a much better path to follow. But you want to at least get a second place in the conference. That way you get a little home game on that first one. But anyway, we've got to do that. The only way you do that is to keep winning. It's a log jam at the top. You got 4 teams coming into the night, 3-1. Stuttgart, Helena West, Helena CAC, and us. Heber Springs there at 2-2. Gets Lone Oak, Riverview still technically alive at 1-3. So it's a log jam, and again, just make it simple and win.
Yeah, now Lone Oak had a great chance to beat Helena last week, and is it Stuttgart and Helena this week? We're rooting for.
Yeah, Stuttgart, Helena West, Helena tonight. Yeah, absolutely. CAC and Lone Oak, another big game. Heber Springs, Batesville Southside. Heber Springs probably wins that one, but we've got some scores coming from John.
We'll listen. Yeah, that's good for us.
Yeah.
Lone Oak was ahead 20-14. That's only 2 scores that he got.
Doesn't have
ahead of CAC, and we need CAC to lose.
Yeah,
we really do.
That'll help us. Absolutely.
And we need Helena to lose.
John does not have the Stuttgart Helena West Helena score, which we'd really like to hear.
Yeah, Shane said he's going to try to get a Stuttgart Helena score if he could, and we can do no worse than tie for a conference championship if we continue to win.
Right.
Now, if Helena continues to win, and then there's a tie, and there's only 2 teams, and they
Right,
hold the tiebreaker over us.
So pretty simple, yeah. And if you get into 3-way ties, and it's a mess. You go by points and stuff. So
absolutely.
Anyway, still a lot of things can happen.
Randy, we've got a half of football to play right here. We got to win this football game. We're up 14-10, and we've played well enough in spots to win. We've played well defensively again. And offensively, we got to be able to generate some offense, put some points on the board, and be careful right here.
First thing you got to do is recover this kick.
Yes.
Because I don't figure they're going to do anything different. They had success with it last time, and they'll do it again, and we've got to get on it. And I think it's going to go out of bounds. Fortunately for us, we'll have good field position at about the 37, 38-yard line. First down, Newport. Let's move the football, guys.
When you kick it hard like that, if you know it's coming hard.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, get out of the way and see if it'll go out of bounds. If it doesn't, you got to get on it. But
that's what you need to do, and let this guy back here, recover it if he needs to, because he'll have time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Randy C., let's get us a score right here. Offense in relatively pretty good field position, starting at their own 37-yard line.
And we're going to go with that formation that was so successful last week. Carl at fullback, DeAndre at tailback, 2 tight ends. Gunner Wildis goes in motion to the right, and DeAndre also splits right. So we were out of the eye. Look at Ken Black on the sideline for the play. Carl. David, all you can say is that's just tremendous effort.
Well, no doubt that's an 8-yard gain, maybe a 9-yard gain. And let me tell you, it should have been a 1-yard gain, then it should have been a 4-yard gain, and it should have been a 6-yard gain. And he just kept running hard. 12-7 Helena in the third.
Still anybody's game
with
there.
Stuttgart. Yeah, we need Stuttgart to win one for us.
I'll send 3 receivers this way. McCabe, Charlie, Willis, DeAndre Wright. Carl cuts back. Carl spinning. Carl will not go down. Carl's to the 42-yard line. What can we say?
Well, he broke 4 tackles, broke 3 tackles, and that was the 4th and 5th guys that got to him that put a hand on him. Just tough running. Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware. Whether it's minor remodeling or major remodeling or building a building or building a house, all your project and building needs at Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware.
1st and 10 from the 41 of Riverview. Carl outside. He'll get 1 to the 40. Now 3 guys from Riverview, or 4 maybe there to wrap him up. It took that many. He'll get 1 to the 40, 2nd and 9, 10:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hounds lead 14-10. Ben Collier back in offensively. Hasn't played a lot offensively tonight. Maybe has 1 or 2 carries. Carl will get a breather. McCabe going out to the left. Charlie and DeAndre right. Willis splits out a little bit on the right side. Gunner straight back. Little possession type completion to McCabe. He'll be inside the 30, 1st down Newport.
Well, McCabe just ran a perfect route. He ran about an 11-yard stop pattern and was just past the 1st down marker, turned around. Gunner put it on the money. Good, safe throw, good, easy play. Just good connection there from Gunner to McCabe.
Hounds moving well in this first series. Again, Ben Collier at running back to the right of Gunner. Gunner drops it and picks it up, and he fumbles it, and they call it down, and we've got a break there. They call him down. Gunner, you can get off of it, whoever that is. Caleb. They'd already blown it dead. Be Newport's football at the 30-yard line. Short loss on the play, 2nd down and 11. DeAndre comes out left, McCabe way wide right, and thought they were going to leave him alone, but they get out there on him. Carl, and we've got a holding penalty, and the flag is back. And the Hounds move it well and then kind of bog down here on the last couple of plays. Caleb Statler slow to get up. He's all right, though, I think.
Well, the Hounds had a drive that we got held inside the 5-yard line, right at the inch line. And a penalty flag here is going to really set us behind the 8 ball. You just got to overcome that.
Still just 2nd down. Got
14-10. We lead in the game.
2 or 3 plays to make this 21 yards.
Big Jesse over at the right side now.
Got Willis, 25, Willis, 20, Willis, 15. Willis still on his feet to the 13-yard line. 1st down, Newport.
Same play that we saw in the first half. We saw a couple of weeks ago. Just line up at the tight end position, run straight down the field, and nobody there. He just splits between the corner and the safety.
I was trying to go a little faster here. Let's go, guys. 1st and 10 from the 14. Carl back in the game at running back. Gunner throws it out here to McCabe, 10. McCabe, 5. McCabe run out of bounds. Very near the 3, I think, depending on the spot. Very close to a 1st down.
Boy, Gunner's true again, and Gunner signaling over to Coach Harrison right now that he wants a particular play.
1st down and goal from the 3, I think. Hounds bring Roddy in to play at fullback. Terrell Roddy, number 42, the fullback. 25, Carl Turner, the tailback. Carl Turner. Very near the goal line. Be knocked down just inside the 1. Somebody ran out of their shoe, and Be second down and goal from inside the 1. Carl ran out of his shoe, and he'll have to go off the field. Second and goal from the 1. Collier in the game at running back, at the tailback behind Roddy. How about just going straight ahead, guys? Gunner, quarterback sneak, touchdown Newport. 1-yard touchdown, Hounds lead 20-10.
Well, the Newport Greyhounds, after getting the football at the 37-yard line on the opening kick, take it the final 63 yards. Just good offensive line play, and Carl Turner running the football. McCabe with a big catch. Gunner with throwing a football with precision in his accuracy.
Hounds will go for 2. And Gunner and Collier in the backfield. Motion with Charlie. Gunner rolls to the right. Throws it incomplete. 2-point conversion fails, but with 8:25 to go in the third quarter, the Hounds lead 20-10.
And Gunner's slow to get up once again. Well, they've hammered him a couple of times tonight. Greyhound boosters include Larry Lou Allen, representing 3 generations of Greyhounds. 407 Walnut Street, 523-6764. He and Zach. Business accounting services, tax prep and planning, and management consulting. Larry Lou Allen and crew. Sam's Diner for breakfast and lunch. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday on 2nd Street. The yellow brick building. Talk about the lunch boy ate down there today. Chicken and dressing, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans. Had a little cornbread today. It wasn't good. It was great. It was fantastic.
You get all that on one plate?
Well, actually, it's a plate and a little side dish.
Okay, I was wondering.
I mean, if I'm down there going to eat, I'm going to eat good. Sam's Diner in downtown Newport. If you never tried him, we just tell you this. It's what we call a hole in the wall. It's just, not fancy napkins and fancy tablecloths and candlelight dinner, but it's good breakfast and good lunch. It's Sam's Diner.
I'll take good food over that other stuff any day. Charlie with a kick. Good kick. Fielded at the 16. Straight ahead. Just got to make a tackle. And we get a block in the back, and they don't call it, but he'll be run out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's one of those you wonder how the guy missed it right in front of him. There wasn't anybody there but the official and the guy doing the block in the back and the guy who was blocking in the back. No harm. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, Riverview. We have 8:15 to go in the third quarter. Hounds lead 20-10. Yeah, other than the first drive, Randy, that these guys had, they really haven't had success moving the football. They'll send one receiver left, 2 right. Line up with a blocking back and a running back, and they give it to the trail guy, and he goes nowhere. Stafford there. Make that Colton Willis on the tackle. Loses a little bit. Colton playing well on both sides of the football. And Ben Collier in the secondary, McCabe Cordell. Keith Washam is the safety. Second down, 11. Same formation. Quarterback straight back. He's in trouble. Kyron Stafford with the tackle. He'll get about 3 to the 43, but brings up 3rd down and long. 3rd down and about 8. Excellent job of Kyron closing. He had a little pass responsibility and kind of near the flat area. Short flat. Did a good job of closing. Carl Turner in the game defensively. Terrell Roddy as a down lineman. Deshaun Anderson getting some defensive time play tonight. Carl will line up on this left side. Jet sweep. And Carl almost had a big play. And they'll have a 1st down depending on the spot. And they do have a 1st down at the 48-yard line. Carl almost had a huge play, but just a step behind. Yeah, when they put Carl in the game, Newport normally uses 4 down linemen. They let Carl stand up, and I like that. Gives him a chance to read a lot better than what you do if you're a down lineman. Charlie Bell comes in as a down lineman now. Trying to keep those guys fresh. Hayden Schultz in also.
Yep. Mabry and Turner at the ends. Keep it out. Mabry tries to run him down. McCabe's over there, and he will make a big hit. Good job, McCabe Cordell.
Well, that's a huge hit by McCabe and Mabry from behind. And we have one big hit in the football game.
Worsham and Cordell with the 2 big hits so far. Either one could get it. Gain up to the 44-yard line, 2nd down and 7.
20-10 we lead, 6 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. Riverview trying to generate some offense here. We hadn't seen much of them moving the football tonight.
Motion to the left. It's the kicker. Quarterback straight back. Those little out pattern out here has a man. Willis with the tackle, but a good gain up to the 35-yard line. 1st down, Riverview.
That's Chris Neal with the reception. Quarterback David Lee, not a real fast guy, but he seems to avoid pressure. Can certainly find an open man and runs the option pretty well.
1st and 10, ball just inside the 35. Mabry out. And off to the back, up to the 31-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Nice 1st down play.
Hounds lead 20-10. Riverview on the move down to the 31. Mark and Beverly McGoy Farms, one of our Greyhound boosters here on Cable Channel 15 TV. The Saraceni family, Jerry and Sandy, and Purdy's Flowers and Gifts. 8:15 Malcolm, John, and Sheridan Chadwell.
2nd and 7. Quarterback straight back. Comes the heat, and he'll be sacked. Willis with a big sack back at the 44-yard line. Just enough contact for their quarterback to go down.
Colton came from the outside, and he just has tremendous speed coming off the edge.
Third down and long. Look for Heat again. They have to get right around the 25, it looks like. In our angle, it's hard to tell, but 3rd down and close to 20. 4:18 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hounds lead by 10. Big play here. Could be 4-down territory, but with that far to go, maybe not if we make a big play. Quarterback fakes and rolls to the left. Here comes, throws it across the middle, and it's incomplete, and he was past the line of scrimmage.
It looked like he was way
past the line of scrimmage.
Maybe not.
I think he was way past it, but I don't know. Whatever, it's 4th down.
I think they're talking about now they're going to throw a penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No doubt. Illegal forward pass.
Yeah, there's no doubt he was 4 or 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hounds lead 20-10. And Riverview is going backwards.
That may make it a punting situation there. I think there's a loss of down on that, isn't there, David?
Yes.
So that would be 4th down.
I think punt would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's hollering in the stands, punt the ball, punt the ball.
Not sure what they're going to do. They're punters. 4th down and at least 20, and they're lining up to go for it.
I'll not speculate.
Jet sweep. He will not get a 1st down. Boy, good game, but not enough. About as good as a punt, maybe. Hound offense will come out there.
Pretty good play on.
Yeah.
4th down and 20, and they get 18.
Now they had an 8-yard punt earlier in the game, so.
B&T Battery, Neil and Keith are the battery guys. You need a battery for your car, your truck, your ATV, your lawnmower, your boat, whatever the case may be. They do batteries. They're the battery guys at B&T Battery. Keith and Neil Burrow, Highway 367 North.
1st and 10, Newport at the 27. I formation. Terrell Roddy at fullback. Carl Turner at tailback. $25. Carl Turner with a carry, nothing on the play. 2nd and 10, Newport. 3:25 to go in the quarter.
Howard's Glass, new location on Highway 367 North, the old International Building. Windows, doors, glass, windshields, you name it. Rick Bice can handle it for you. His phone number is 523-3771. Howard's Glass.
Hounds out of the eye. Empty backfield right now. Carl limping off. Ben in. Ben will line up at the running back position. Carl just hobbled a little bit. Gunner straight back. Throws it into the ground. Incomplete, be 3rd down for Newport.
Well, the kid made a heck of a play for Riverview. Niels Owens. Job responsibility was the middle screen. He was just right there, and Gunner had no choice but just throw it at his feet. Make sure they wasn't going to get an interception. 3rd down and 10. 2:53 to play in the quarter. We lead it 20-10.
Charlie McCabe come out this way. Willis, Elston to the right. Ben Collier, the running back. 3rd and 10. Gunner, delayed handoff to Collier, and he will be brought down at the 31, short of a 1st down. Hounds will have to punt it. Good call, but just drugged down from behind. Ben was giving all he could.
Yeah, they got a hold of the jersey, and like that little dog that Ronnie Brown said one time, he won't let go.
Charlie's first punt of the night. Charlie with 20 punts on the year, I think averaging 32.7 yards a punt. Will Golden to snap. Good snap. Charlie with a rugby punt off to the side. Gets a good hound roll, be out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Be 1st and 10, Riverview from the 46.
Randy, the Hounds have won the quarter 6-0. We don't do anything but play even the rest of the way. You get a victory. Hadn't been real pretty for most of 3 quarters right here, but let me tell you what, anytime you're up by 10 in this conference.
Yeah. They won't remember whether it was pretty or not. They just look at the record. Lady Greyhound volleyball team being recognized. They'll be in the state tournament. Good to see how far that program's come in just a few short years. Quarterback straight back. Flushed out of there. Kyron from behind. He just throws it away. Stafford was on his tail.
He's slow to get up. Well, Kyron's breathing down your neck. Shane says, easy to say shake it off, as one of the fans up here was saying, oh, shake it off, but yeah, it's easy for you to say.
Mr.
Stafford's clobbered by.
Usually on a mission when he's coming after you. He's taking the shortest path, and he's getting there quickly. 2nd and 10. Handoff inside. They got a big hole. Good tackle by Ben, but a good gain. But they'll have a 1st down. Ben Collier keeps it from being a huge play.
And Xavier Barrow, once again, he had a couple of big runs in the 1st half, at least one big one.
Yeah, he's a player. 5'9", 210. Another bowling ball.
Reminds me of Michael Dyer.
1st and 10. There he goes again. Played reasonably well by the Hounds. Gain of about 4, 2nd and 6. 1:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. We lead 20-10.
Brand Body Shop Collision of the Week, the Subway and the new Walmart Supercenter, the Coach Harrison Show. Immediately following the expiration of the clock. He usually brings somebody up, not necessarily the player of the game, but just somebody that he thought had played well during the game.
2nd down and 7. Clock's at 1 minute in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback back. Willis on his tail. Willis, and he just has to throw it up and out of bounds. And he's got a grounding call. Or is it grounding or a?
I don't know. We'll have to see. It's either grounding or.
I thought it was grounding. No personal foul?
Grounding.
Grounding, yeah.
And I think it's a horrible call. He had a guy over there, and he did throw it out of bounds. I don't know exactly what the rule is in high school, but he was trying to throw it away. But, I mean, he had a guy that he wasn't within 10 yards of it high-wise, but he was right under the ball.
He's 2nd down and Ballard back at the 45-yard line.
Didn't get much argument from the Riverview coaches.
Not from the coaches. I mean.
Oh, no, they are. They're on this official here on this side.
You know, again, I don't know what the rule is. His intent was to just get rid of the football. I don't think there's any doubt. I don't know what the rule it says, but 3rd and 25. Quarterback fakes and rolls this way. Throws it complete to the 42-yard line. Still be 4th down and quite a ways to go. 4th and about 10 at least, maybe 12.
Heck of a catch by Briar Shawn, senior wide receiver, 136 pounds.
Soaking wet. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line, be 4th down. One more play here in the quarter, more than likely. Yeah, they'll have to run one more. 4th and 13 is what the scoreboard says.
Come on, hands a little heat.
I don't think there's any doubt there'll be some heat. You got to get to him.
As much heat as we're bringing, we would be susceptible to a middle screen or any type of screen, really.
Reverse, and he fumbles the football, and it doesn't matter. Hounds get the football, turns over on downs.
Yeah, they had a play that was designed to trick us, and they tricked themselves.
Yeah. I think we did recover, so technically we'll get a fumble recovery there. I think Schultz was down there.
5.4 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hounds leading 20-10, get a turnover. Jesse and Sam Bowen hustling to the line of scrimmage. Here comes Hayden, Nick Murphy.
Deshaun Anderson.
He's 57. Nick's playing left tackle, played offensive guard the first several football games.
And send 2 receivers each way. It is 2-5. And 2-5 still running inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter with a score. Your Newport Greyhounds 20, Riverview 10.
Ben Black's used cars. If you want to sell your automobile, your truck, your four-wheeler, your boat, whatever it may be, give Ben a call at 512-8429. He may give you a little bit more than somebody else does for it. He's got a market. Ben Black Custom Lawn Care. Boy, he had a great lawn care year and taking care of folks and finishing up with some flower beds here at the end of the year. Need a little work done on yours? Give Ben a call at 512-8429. 12 minutes to play. Hounds lead at 20-10. Throwing frisbees in the stands.
Bet you they're pink frisbees, aren't they? Yeah. Somebody caught one about halfway up there. A beautiful catch right in the middle.
Sign them up. Sign them up.
Probably not eligible.
No. Probably not.
This will be the first play of the 4th quarter. Hounds lead 20-10 in good position at the Riverview 38.
Here's what I want to know. Do you think Eddie Cooley's sitting in the stand, or do you think he had to go home?
He's probably struggling to stay with it. I bet he's sore.
Here.
You know he's here, but
Eddie played in the alumni game, and I would call it the old-timers game since Eddie was playing.
Yeah, he's sore, I'll guarantee you.
I appreciate him getting out there.
Absolutely. One of the few from, should say, that age group to be out there. One of the few old men to be out there. Let's just go ahead and say it. First and 10. 25. He may get one to the 37. That's about it. But we're running clock and keeping the football. We'd like to get one more score for sure, make it a 3-possession game.
Remind you about the best fried chicken in Jackson County, the Newport Food Mart. That's the Newport Shell on Highway 367 North. Good chicken.
Elston left. Elston right along with Charlie. Gunner fakes, throws across middle. There's Willis. That play's open all night. We complete it to the 20-yard line. First down, Newport.
Gunner's had an excellent night throwing the football. He's just pinpoint accuracy. That was a tad short.
Yeah, he was 10 out of 15 in the first half, and be very near 1,000 yards for the season after tonight, I would think. It was over 8 coming in. Possession pass to McCabe. He'll have a good game. Speaking of 1,000 yards, Carl went over 1,000 last week, 1,002, and he's had another good night, over 100 yards, I think, tonight. Ball spotted, looks like at the 12-yard line. Second and 2, Newport.
Keep moving, guys.
No rush. Gunner throws it across middle to. It's complete to Elston for a Newport touchdown. The second tip touchdown of the game.
What I was going to say, that's the second time they tipped it, and we kept our composure and kept our concentration. And that time as DeAndre McCabe got one earlier. It goes from a pick to a touchdown. 11:04, it's 26-10.
Point here would make it a 3-possession game. Hounds will go for 2, it looks like. Gunner gets the play from Coach Harrison. Charlie's also over there. 25-second clock down to 7. Let's go, guys. 2 receivers each way. Carl beside Gunner. Gunner rolls. In trouble. Comes back this way. Still running, and Gunner gives great effort, but be brought down short of the goal line. 26-10 Newport with 11:04 to go.
Gunner had no choice but to tuck it and run. I don't like that when the guys, when he didn't have any choice.
Yeah, it scares you, but yeah. And he didn't have anybody open.
Robert Turner at 1420 McLean Street, number 62 in your program, number 1 in your heart. Former Greyhound Robert Turner. Appreciate his fine service and electing to come back to Newport, Arkansas several years ago to work at Edward Jones Investment. He's located at 1420 McLean Street. Dr. Gavin McDowell, a guaranteed contact lens success program. If we can't fit you in some contacts that you wear and that you like, you don't owe us nothing. You don't owe us anything. You don't owe us nothing or anything. Dr. Gavin McDowell's customized vision care. Subway will bring you the coaches show at the conclusion of the football game. And we'll talk about the Brand Body Shop collision of the week. A couple of guys in running, Keith and McCabe.
Charlie Bell to kick off for Newport.
From our stat man, Shane Hutchinson, 16 out of 23 for 2 touchdowns and 222 yards. Not a bad night for our little quarterback.
Over 1,000 for sure now. Kick by Charlie to 18. Got to make a tackle. Ben Collier does. 22 is a pretty good return man.
Yeah, he's got a touch on the night.
Benny Watson, one of the most dangerous return man we've seen this year. Gets it up to the 47-yard line. First and 10 Riverview from that point. We have 10:57 to go in the game. Hounds lead by 16, 26-10.
Yeah, Riverview lost their big lineman in the first half. And really don't look like. Oh, I saw a flinch by the center. Yeah, he sure did. And he knows that he did it.
Motion, that'll be a 5-yard penalty. It is even back in the game, isn't it? 78.
Oh, is it really?
On the left tackle here.
He hadn't been as noticeable.
That's him. A little bit of a limp, maybe. I don't know, but
that is him.
Yep. Glad to see that he's all right.
I haven't noticed him offensively or defensively, and boy, I noticed him in the first half.
1st and 15. Motion. Hand it off on the jet sweep to 22. Make a tackle, guys, and Roddy does. Nice gain up to the 48-yard line. 2nd down. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, into Newport territory. Going downhill from there.
Denver out. Deshaun and Carl in. Terrell Roddy out. Hounds continue to shuffle bodies on that defensive front.
10:26 to play. 26-10 in favor of the Hounds.
Carl will line up at the right defensive end. Motion. And off inside, and he slips and be down after a gain of maybe 1 to the 47-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 4. Clock's inside, 10 minutes and counting. Hounds lead 26-10.
Administration Newport High School continuing to make upgrades here at Greyhound Field. We've got an area down here for 3 flags. We put it in our west end zone. On the north side, American flag, Arkansas flag, and a Greyhound flag.
3rd and 5, handoff inside. Number 5. Be run out of bounds inside the 20. And we'll have a late hit out of bounds. Elston did a great job to get off his block, but there was a hit a little bit late out there, and they'll mark it up to about the 8-yard line after that.
Yeah, we went low and hit the guy right in the knee. Well, these fans are pretty relentless, aren't they?
They are tough.
Just a good run, good play.
Yeah.
Maybe his shoulder. He's got to come out of play.
Well, he's holding that arm pretty loosely. I don't know. He's hurt. Yeah.
He's got a shoulder. And yes, I know that he has 2 shoulders, but it's what we call it. In business, we say he's got a shoulder. If he's got a hurt knee, we say he's got a knee. And I say, I heard you on that broadcast say he had a shoulder. I bet he had 2 of them.
1st and goal. 9:28 to go in the game. Hounds lead 26-10.
Come on, defense.
Worsham with a big play from behind with a loss of 2. Great job, Keith Worsham.
That's just good defensive play by Keith.
Absolutely, yeah.
9:07, clock moving. Hounds up by 16.
Big loss back to the 12-yard line. Second down, goal. Quarterback rolls to the right. Comes Willis, and a hold anyway. Incomplete. There will be a holding penalty called.
You get out there in space and catch you doing that, they're going to call it every time.
Easy to see when you get out like that.
8:36 to play, and that'll really back Riverview up.
Mark it back to the 22-yard line. Be second down and goal from that point. If they take it, the referee is talking to Coach Harrison on whether he wants it or not. We're going to bring it back. It'll be a 10-yard holding penalty. Second and goal from the 22. Nice, yeah, that's a 15-yarder. That is a personal foul.
Don't know what happened.
No, I didn't see it. Just assumed it was a hold. He threw it into the interior of the line where you normally get a hold. He'll have to explain it to. Second and goal from the 27. No heat. Incomplete. There'll be flags on the field, interference. Be a half the distance penalty and be second down again.
It's one of those deals I talk about. This is kind of reverse about what I've always been talking about is these guys just got a 15-yard penalty and they marked off 15 yards against them. We're going to get a 15-yard penalty, but they're only going to mark off 12 and a half. Half the distance to the goal.
Spotted at the just outside the 13-yard line. Still second and goal. Well, how many goal-to-go downs they've had here. And off inside the 5. He's running hard but won't get to the 10. It'll be third down and goal from just outside the 10.
Soul Republic headphones at Newport Technology Center. Top quality, great sounding headphones that have practically indestructible headbands that can be interchanged. Several colors of headbands available, including orange for orange and black headphones. And they have them in the officially licensed Razorback and Red Wolf logo models. Come in and give them a listen and get a discount if you tell them you heard it on Cable 15 TV.
Third and goal from the 11. Straight back. Comes the heat, throws it over across his body, incomplete. Fourth down and goal from the 11. Denver Smith with pressure. Look for a little more pressure this time.
Well, that guy's been under pressure all night. Let me tell you what, it's hard to throw if you're on your back.
Yep.
7:49, clock stops with the incomplete pass. 26-10 is their score. Hounds are leading. And the game brought to you by ASU Newport, ASUN.edu.
Riverview's going to talk about this. Big play, obviously they have to score here. If they don't, barring a turnover, it's probably about over for them. 7:49 to go in the game. We lead 26-10. It's fourth and goal for Riverview.
ASUN's commercial driver training program, the renewable energy program, surgical technology, and the adult ed program. Great programs and a record enrollment now at ASU Newport. A great place to start. Randy C., just I guess since it hadn't been as exciting as the last two games, I mean, if these guys score and go for a two-point conversion, it makes it a little bit more exciting.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be any more exciting than what we've already seen.
I think it's just what we got.
Yeah, Helena's taking care of business with Stuttgart.
Did he say Lone Oak was defeating CAC?
Did earlier.
I think he may have said that then, but I'm not sure. Fourth and 11. They make this, we still got a game. If they don't, barring a turnover against Newport, we should have it in our grasp. Quarterback rolls to the left, throws it to the corner and incomplete. And there's a flag, and that could be on us. Late hit maybe. No, holding against Riverview. That'll be declined, and the Hounds have the football.
I don't know how many penalty flags have been thrown. There were 11 in the first half, and I quit counting about 15. I know they've had an additional 5, so that's at least 20. 20 flags tonight. And there can't be 20 in a game. I guess there shouldn't be 20 called in a game. I just.
Another flag. Be motion against Newport.
That's a sideline warning, I think. Well, I will give them credit. I mean, that's a penalty there, and it's not even a penalty. That's the first warning. They're trying to take control of the game and don't want tempers to have to flare here.
Ben fumbles the football. Riverview has it, just what we did not need. It's 4 fumbles, 4 lost fumbles for Newport tonight.
Shane's helping Mr. Jeff Ellis down the stair there, and I'll kind of keep up with that.
I gave Ben 2 yards on that because it fumbled forward 2 yards. 2 yards and a fumble.
Ben got a plus 2, and then he fumbled the ball.
Hand off to number 5. He'll be brought down near the 6-yard line. It's a tough young man right there, brought down to the 7. Be second down and 5. Clock's at 7:20 to go in this football game. Hounds lead 26-10, but Riverview remains pesky and hanging around after the fumble.
Pesky's a good word.
Absolutely.
That's a great adjective.
No doubt.
Very pesky.
Hang around, fundamentally sound football team, well coached. Really taking a lot of time here. Clock's down to 3. Quarterback fakes and rolls this way. Throws it. Great defensive play. 4 Hounds and 2 Riverview guys there. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, that's just outstanding coverage. And again, quarterback not with a lot of time to throw, but not that he had to hurry it, but just when you have coverage like that, 4 guys covering 2, you're not going to complete a lot of those passes. The ball game brought to you by Kirtner Lumber Company at the Newport Air Base and Newport Economic Development Commission and Lindley Health and Rehab Center, along with the Sonic Drive-In and City of Newport. Newport Recycling Center by Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Norman Baker Pharmacy on McLean Street and Harris Hospital.
3rd down and 5. Quarterback keeps it, and he will have a touchdown. Number 6 with a 7-yard touchdown.
Well, just a great read, option read by David Lee. We had Barrow stacked up, but the problem was that Barrow didn't have the football. So it's a 10-point lead and obviously 2-point conversion coming.
Huge 2-point conversion, the difference between a 1-possession game and a 2-possession game. Number 5's been their main threat again, although they faked it to him and obviously the quarterback kept it there. 26-16. This makes it an 8-point game if they make it. Quarterback fakes and rolls this way. Denver Smith with pressure. Intercepted, drop. But anyway, the 2-point conversion fails, and that's big. We're still got a 10-point game.
Yeah, 26-16. The Hounds are going to get it, and hopefully these guys are going to kick the football hard. I don't think they'll try a conventional onside kick. That's what they've done all night long is kicked it hard, and they've had a chance to get a couple of balls.
26-16.
I will give Riverview credit. They have played hard. They have been well coached. Other than the penalties on both sides. A hard played football game.
Hounds have their hands team up here. Kyron Stafford's done such a great job of fielding kicks this year, onside kicks. Willis, Cordell, Worsham, Turner, Elston.
Ball game brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company of Newport and El Puente Mexican Restaurant, by Merchants and Planters Bank, by the Bell Flying Service, Farmers Tire Mart, George Kell Motors, and St. Michael's Place.
.23 to kick off. Steven Pazuski. Great job of fielding that kick. That was Willis. Colton Willis, a great job. Hounds have it 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Colton had to come get the football 5 or 6 yards, and he'd not gotten it. Obviously, there were several guys there from Riverview ready to pounce upon that pigskin.
Hounds be content to run some clock, string a few first downs here. I mean, obviously a score would be great too, but just the main thing is run clock and maintain possession, get some first downs. See if we go back to our I formation that was so successful. We'll line up with that, 2 tight ends. Carl at fullback, Elston at tailback. Toss, sweep to Elston. He'll get back near the line of scrimmage, a loss of maybe a half yard. We'll call it 2nd and 11.
Not imperative that we score here, but it's so important for us to run some clock, and that means picking up some first downs. These guys have 2 timeouts left, but obviously way too early to call timeouts, but Hounds need to string together some 3-play first downs.
Hounds will milk all they can here. 25-second clock at 10. Sure Gunner will be looking at that. Hounds stay in the eye. Nothing there. 3rd down and 10. That was Carl on the carry. Make that 11, 3rd and 11. 5:45 to go in this football game. Hounds would love to get a first down, but
that was big 78. I did notice him, Blake Edom.
Yeah. Well, don't know if you risk a pass here and stopping the clock. You definitely want to keep the clock running. Third and 11. We do throw it. Intercepted. Riverview will have it 1st and 10. Newport 46. A flag comes from way back here.
Obviously, it's a post possession, so it'll be Riverview's ball, and they'll either get penalized or the Hounds will. Face back
mask us.
Newport. Personal foul, 15. Well,
long way to go.
Are these guys going to make it more interesting than what it is?
We're going to have to pin our ears back defensively.
Ash got to play. You got to make plays like you mentioned.
Got to play. You play like it's in first quarter. Back straight back. Here comes the heat. He'll be sacked. And that's what I said, David Bach. You play like it's the first quarter.
Just coming hard. Blitz.
That's when we're at our best. And sometimes you may give up a big play, but the positives usually outweigh the negatives.
That's a huge loss. 5 sacks for the Hounds. Quarterback's been running for his life. Every now and then you need to get motivated.
2nd and 23. 4.5 minutes to go. Don't let up. Hand it off around the right side. Good play from behind. Not much there. He'll get to the 40. Gain of 4. Be 3rd and long. Stafford with the play. Clock will be inside 4 minutes when they snap it again. Third down and about 19 according to the scoreboard. 4 minutes to go in this game. Hounds lead 26-16, third and 19. And there will be heat.
Yeah, no doubt.
Motion. Throws it out here to the flat. We got to make a tackle, and we do, barely. Roddy on the play. Fourth down and long for Riverview.
Well, he played it very well.
Yeah.
I mean, he just didn't want to get beat. He just said, let the guy catch the ball, and I'll come up and make the tackle. I mean, still going to come down. It's going to be fourth down and a long way to go, 12-13.
Fourth and 14. Five-yard penalty against Newport will make it 4th and 9. Fourth and 9. Little option play out to the right. They got a flag, and Carl will run him down. Don't hit him, and he didn't hit him out of bounds. And there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, DeAndre from his cornerback position just comes up and plays it perfectly, but we'll have to check out the flag.
Don't really know.
Boy, it's just been flag after flag after flag tonight. And I said it when they threw their first
Yeah,
flag
you said
tonight.
it. You
I
called
said
it.
it when they threw their first flag.
You could tell it was coming. Our offense is coming out on the field.
Must be a motion penalty on those guys. Wave off.
Just waved it off. The first down, Newport.
Good job, defense. After the pick. Now run the clock here, guys.
Again, the Hound defense battled all night, David. Really only gave up the one touchdown, and that was on the short field.
Yeah, they played well.
Let's maintain possession, guys. For the Hounds to feed number 25. We're throwing a little possession pass. It's been so successful. Like a running play. Short pass will have a first down at the 39-yard line. Cordell.
And he's out of bounds on the play, so the clock will not start until the ball is snapped.
Gunner still with a little bit of a limp. Hopefully he will be 100% next week. Gunner keeps it. He slung to the ground at the 37-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play, but stays in bounds, and the clock will run. Look for Riverview to start calling some timeouts, especially on this next play if they keep it in bounds and short of a first down.
Yeah, by keeping it on the ground, that's what it forces. It forces those guys to try to stop the clock any way they can. And the only way they can, if we're on the ground, is to use their 2 timeouts.
Second and 10 from the 38. Clock's under 3 minutes, 2:55 and counting in the fourth quarter. Hounds lead by 10, 26-16. Charlie stay in bounds. Charlie 50. Charlie first down and more. And he did get a first down, so that's not so bad when they do get a first down. Be first and 10, Newport at the 44.
Guess what? Penalty.
There's a flag, and that'll be against Newport, holding Newport.
This guy back here has called more holding penalties than the umpire. Unbelievable.
Second and 14 from the 35. Carl. Past midfield. Carl to the 48-yard line. Enough for a Newport first down. First and 10 from the 48. 2:31 to go in the game. Hounds lead by 10, first down.
Got a dent, got a smash, need help. That's what we do at Brand Auto Body Repair, Highway 367 north of Newport. Insurance paperwork, we do it for you. Great quick service at Brand. Come see Mike Brand and crew and get rolling again. Brand Body Shop Collision of the Week. We'll give it to both our guys, Keith Warsham and McCabe Cordell, both with big hits in this football game. Brand Body Shop Collisions of the Week.
First and 10, Newport. Look for Riverview to start using timeouts now. Oh, man. And guess who threw it? That's delay a game. I guess he had to throw that one.
In this half. Oh. How many total, do you know? 18. Yeah, a lot more flags than 18. Yeah, that's accepted penalty.
Carl, 40, 35. Carl very near a first down, I think. First down, Newport at the 37-yard line. Clock's at 2:09. We'll start when they get the chain set. DeAndre comes wide right, 3 receivers left. Turner, not much there to the 35, but he does hold the football and the clock keeps running, and it doesn't look like Riverview's going to use the timeouts. Apparently, they'll be using them now. 1:35 and counting. Riverview with 2 timeouts, and they're letting it run. 26-16 Newport. Looks like the Hounds are going to go to 4-1 in conference. I'm not sure if it absolutely clinches a playoff spot, but it's close to it if it doesn't. Turner, be brought down from behind at the 35, and Riverview will use their timeout here. They'll have 1 left. At least I assume it is called by Riverview. 1:07 to go in the game. It'll be 3rd and 8 Newport. We lead by 10.
Yeah, 26-16, and hadn't been pretty on the night, but anytime you can win, it's pretty.
Yeah, as they say, when they look at the records next week, they won't remember how it happened. They'll just remember that we're 4-1. Scores.
They miss it. Helena over Stuttgart.
Lone Oak did defeat CAC.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. That's good for us.
So, again, I'm not sure if we've clinched or if Lone Oak's still in that hunt for that 5 spot. So,
well, even if they are, then we hold the tiebreaker over them.
Yeah, unless it's 3-way. I don't know. That's what I don't know for sure.
It can't be a 3-way on the bottom with these guys.
I'm talking about, a 3-way between some of these, like a Heber or something.
Okay, I got you.
So I don't know about all those possibilities. We may be in, but I'm not 100% sure.
At 4 victories, we're in. Gotta be. Yeah, I mean, with it.
We'll pass out to Elston. Ooh, he gets clubbed in the back at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think when you've got 4 in your conference and you're guaranteed 4. Well, I don't guess it's guaranteed even at 4 and 3.
I don't think it's guaranteed. I don't know. I don't think it is, but I'm not sure of that.
I just think how everybody else played. I don't see how anybody.
Yeah.
You can't have 4 guys.
I mean, these 2 teams are out, but those other 6 are in or are still eligible. So, I don't know if you could have a 3-way tie. I don't have all the things figured, but I don't know. I know that 5 of those 6 are going.
Well, And Newport holds tiebreakers in head-to-head over all those guys. So if you're in a three-way tie with Newport, Heber, and Lone Oak, you have head-to-head and head-to-head. It's not a point system.
Yeah, but what if CAC is in that mix and we haven't played them yet?
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they're 3-2 right now.
Yeah.
I think
just win our games.
Yeah, let's win.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let's win.
1 minute to go in the game. Hounds lead 26-16. Motion. Little jet sweep to DeAndre. 30, 25, 20. DeAndre 15. DeAndre still on his feet inside the 5-yard line near the 4. First and goal, Newport.
Now they're out of timeouts.
Yeah.
This is one of them deals that you and I have always talked about here. What do?
You know, you have the 13-point thing, so
yeah.
do you worry about that? You know, that's the only thing. That's the only reason you would score here, in my opinion. But you know, if that could be a factor, then you probably just need to go ahead and play normally instead of going.
I think you have to score.
Yeah.
Not to get into the playoffs, but at the top it could affect you. Yes, you have to try to score.
Yeah.
It's very important that we do score.
DeAndre. And we won't. He'll be at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, when the 13 points, and what we're talking about is, just real quickly before the last 20 seconds run off the clock here, is that if there is a three-way tie, they seed you according to the maximum points that you won by. The maximum points you can get in a game is 13.
We're not going to, and you know, it's good sportsmanship here. I mean, I'm not going to gripe either way, but the Hounds are going to win this game 26-16. The Hounds move to 4-1 overall, 4-1 in the conference, 6-2 overall. Riverview falls to 1-4 in the conference, 2-6 overall.
All right, we'll have Coach Harrison coming right up. Hounds win another one. He's next. Subway Coaches Show brought to you each and every Friday night. Talk about the October special 6-inch ham or turkey with chips. 21-ounce drink, 7 days a week for $5. Hey, listen, that's a bargain. Saturday and Sunday, all foot-long, regular foot-longs, $5. And all cookies half price after 7 p.m., all at Subway in the new Walmart Supercenter. Coach Donnie Harrison joins us to talk a little Greyhound football. Coach, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all.
But we won.
But we won a football game. Let's talk a little bit about it. And let me say that, well, you and I talked about it. It was just one of those days where school wasn't in session.
Yeah. Yeah.
We weren't in a normal routine. It was a little different routine, and we think it showed tonight.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about it.
Well, you know, kids were off their routine. We had a lot of guys hurt. We moved some guys around. They were having to learn a new position in about 3 days, and we moved some guys here. We moved some guys there. We got some guys that didn't get to practice much this week because of injuries and things like that. So one of the things that we looked at was moving some guys here, moving some guys there, and you could tell there wasn't a lot of continuity on our offensive line tonight. We had some guys playing this, we had some guys playing that, and we really struggled with that. And you know, they played really well. They lost last week to Stuttgart 7-0.
Right.
They played us within 10 points. So I mean, they're playing tough, and they got a good group, and their coaching staff does a great job. But you know, we just didn't play very well tonight.
No,
and I'm not going to make excuses for anything other than we should have played better.
The beauty of the game in itself is when you don't play well, you know you don't play well. Now you've got to go back and you've got to get your kids motivated. We've got a tough football game coming up this week, but before we talk about that, in a game you win and you don't play well, it tells you it's a sign of a pretty good football team.
Yeah, it does. And you know, we just you know, we got to move on from it. And I know we didn't play well. We made a lot of mistakes. But we got to learn from our mistakes. We got to get back out here on Monday, and we got to get ready for CAC.
Yeah, CAC, they took a loss tonight, and was that a final, Randy C? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, they took a loss tonight, and it's just a tough conference. It's been hard to figure out all year. We just say if you keep winning, you got a chance. I mean, you get in the playoffs. Anything can happen. Our kids have got to become motivated, Coach. We've got to become motivated. I don't know that if you have an effort like we had tonight, not that it was a bad effort because defensively I thought we were sensational, but lots of penalties, lots of flags, lots of it just wasn't very pretty.
No,
but it was a win.
But it was a win, and you got to take them, and they're hard to come by, but it was a win.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Well, listen, we appreciate you coming. Let's look a little forward to CAC this coming week. I mean, a traditionally powerhouse football team.
Oh, yeah.
and we got to be ready to play.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to come in here and they're going to be ready to go. They love to throw the football. They love to sling that thing around. So, I mean, we got to be ready to go, and now we're going to have to play really well. We hadn't got to look at them very much. We don't play a lot of people that they've played.
Sure.
So, I mean, we'll get a look at them tomorrow for the first time, really. We haven't got much of a look. Normally – trading film with everybody back and forth. By this time, you've pretty much seen everybody, but it's kind of odd how they've just kind of kept, either staying in front of us or they played a couple games behind us, and, we really haven't seen them. So it'd be interesting to see what they got, and, of course, they lost tonight, and they'll be looking for, to rebound next week, and so will we. I mean, but we got to come out on Monday, and we got to look at what we can do, and we got to play.
Those teams that sling the football, playing against the Newport Greyhounds, means Coach Mark Heinzel and his crew will have a little pressure.
Yes, yeah, we got to bring pressure, and that's the great thing about pressure is, the old saying, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. No, it counts getting to the quarterback, because you can get to him, you can get close to him, you can cause him to make a mistake, and when that's what we got to do, and we did a good job of that tonight.
Victory for the Hounds, 26-16, a 10-point victory. We've got a young man coming up we'll visit with. Coach, congratulations to you.
Sir.
Anytime you win, it's good to be a Greyhound.
Absolutely.
Hey, this is number 3, McCabe Cordell, and what a football game he had tonight. I think Randy said seven receptions, 72 yards, 1 touchdown. Almost had another one. You were fighting to try to get in. Talk a little bit about your performance tonight, McCabe.
Well, they just singled me out, and they just gave me the ball, and I did what I could to make yards happen.
Hey, when you're out there and you're one-on-one, and a lot of times you don't know that the ball's coming to you, and it depends on what the defense does, but you run good routes, and your one catch that you made down here, we had 2 of them on the night, but the first one, go through that play and tell us a little bit about it when that ball got tipped.
Well, I was running a skinny post, just right through the middle, trying to get between the corner and the safety, and the linebacker tipped it, and I had good concentration. I just pulled it down.
Yeah, boy, it just goes up in the air. I mean, you're ready for it to come in there real fast, and then you kind of look up, and it's not coming there fast, but you make the catch. And playing on both sides of the football, I mean, it's a tough responsibility, and you play in that secondary. And anytime you score a touchdown, they're going to notice. And anytime you're in the secondary, especially when you're on an island out there with somebody one-on-one, I mean, you can get, people can notice you out there too.
Oh, yeah.
But I do know this. You have had a great, great senior year. You've continued to grow, playing on both sides, been a leader of this football team. What do you look forward to down the stretch? We've got a couple more games, one final home game that's guaranteed, a regular season game. Of course, we don't know where we're going to land on the playoffs. Talk a little bit about your senior year regular season, about to close out.
Well, we look forward to getting a big win on senior night against CAC and putting it to Southside pretty good.
Hey, I like that, my friend. I like that. Let's talk a little bit about school. And you got plans for after school? Have you thought about that yet? What you think you might do after you graduate from Newport High School?
I'm probably going to stay home and get some more mama's cooking.
I don't blame you, my friend. Well, if you wanted to, go on about your education, there's ASU Newport, which is a great place to start, and lots of folks do that, and be a good opportunity for you or anybody else. But, hey, listen, congratulations on your football game tonight. I thought you were sensational. I think you've had a great year. I'm proud to be able to call some football games that you played in, because I just remember when you were a little bitty guy, and I watched you play baseball, and I said, boy, that guy's just got what it takes. I saw you work. I saw your daddy take you out and work, and I know you've worked hard to get in a position to have a pretty good career, and I think you've done so.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is McCabe Cordell. He is the star of the game as far as we're concerned, and again, 7 catches, 72 yards, 1 touchdown, and almost got in on the other one. Hounds win it 26-16.